A beautiful October evening here in Northwest Arkansas. It's Friday night, and that means it's time for football here in the Natural State. Good evening, everyone. I'm John McElroy, and I'm joined alongside my broadcast partner, Donnie Payne, and we couldn't be more excited to bring you another exciting 7A West showdown between your Bentonville Tigers and the Rogers Mounties. Well, you can see the pregame activities are underway here at Tiger Stadium. It is senior night. Seniors just recognized down in the ceremony on the field, and we are just moments away from the Junior ROTC presenting the colors here before tonight's game. And Donnie, what a beautiful evening for football, and we've got a good one tonight between the Bentonville Tigers and the Rogers Mounties.
That's right, John. And coming into the night, you know, the Rogers has been down for a few years, but tonight, John, this game is going to have a big deciding role in the number one seed in the 7A West Conference champion. Bentonville, of course, last week beat Fayetteville. Fayetteville beat Rogers. So Fayetteville and Rogers are sitting at one loss, Bentonville undefeated. So this game has a lot of importance to that conference title tonight.
Yeah, as you said, Bentonville now 4-0 in 7A West Conference play. They're meeting a 3-1 7A West Conference record in the Rogers Mounties, and playoff implications on the line, conference championship implications. Here we are in week 8, and things are starting to take shape, Donnie, and there's not a bigger game in terms of the postseason implications than we've got right here tonight at Tiger Stadium. As you can see now, the Junior ROTC moving to midfield where they'll present the colors, and as soon as they get out there, and we'll hear from tonight, it will actually be, Donnie, not the Bentonville Pride Marching Band. They're in St. Louis tonight in a competition, but we have a real treat. We have the Washington Junior High Band, the Fulbright Junior High Band, and part of the Lincoln Junior High Band, so they've all combined tonight to fill in for the Bentonville Pride Marching Band. And we couldn't be more excited to have these young people here tonight. And I know it's a thrill for them to get out here and perform for the high school crowd. And we will turn it over now to PA announcer, Mr. Ray Mayer, as we have the Pledge of Allegiance.
The United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. And now a moment of silence. Thank you. And now we want to honor the freedom and joy and pay respect to our country and those who have kept and are keeping our country safe, as with junior high bands from Fulbright and Washington will play our national anthem. We ask you to please remain standing for the retiring of our colors.
Okay, there you have it, the national anthem by the Washington, Fulbright, and parts of the Lincoln Junior High marching bands. And Donnie, once again, we're so thrilled to have them here with us tonight. What a great job of those young people. Well, Donnie, yeah, as we talked about, playoff implications on the line for this one tonight. Bentonville with a huge dominating victory over the Fayetteville Bulldogs last week. We had the battle of two unbeaten conference teams, and Bentonville was in command of that one from the start. I think it turned a lot of heads in the state of Arkansas, but, this game tonight, maybe even of more importance, Rogers, a one-loss conference team, the winner of this one's going to be in the driver's seat for the conference championship and that number 1 seed and home field advantage throughout the state playoffs. Still a lot of football left to play, but Donnie, there's no question, this is the game, if you're Bentonville, you got to get tonight.
That's right, John, and you talked about the domination against Fayetteville. Of course, Rogers one loss. They lost earlier this month, 41-38. They lost to Fayetteville. Rogers actually was in control of a lot of that game, and it kind of slipped away from them there at the end. Fayetteville was able to score a touchdown as the time was expiring to win that game, 41-38. John, we know the challenge laid out before us. The Rogers offense is going to be led by their quarterback, Jeff Regan. I was talking to Coach Grant. He said he's like a Johnny Manziel out there. So that's what this defense is going to have to focus on tonight.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, if you're a defensive coordinator, that is not what you want to hear. He's like a Johnny Manziel. But, hey, Donnie, we know this is going to be a real test for the Bentonville defense. But right now, let's go down. I think we've got Megan Verkamp with us tonight. And let's go down to Megan, see if we can get her. Hey, Megan, how are you doing this evening? Oh, let me get your mic up there, Megan. Sorry about that. Go ahead.
Hi, everyone. Well, it is a good night in Tiger Stadium tonight. And as you guys were saying, this Tiger defense is going to be put to the test. Jeff Regan, he is a very good runner. And often, Rogers will run a empty formation, meaning that instead of putting a running back out there, they'll throw another wide receiver on the field. And often, Jeff Regan will act as their running back. So that is one thing to watch out for, as well as wide receiver Braxton Lindsay. So both the run and the throw game will be tested against our Tiger defense. So I'm really excited to see that, but I have no doubt in our Tigers. We've done it for the last 17 years, so what's one more?
Yeah, you mentioned that last 17 years. That was the last time the Rogers Mounties got a win over the Bentonville Tigers. But Megan, as you say, and I think you're exactly right, this Bentonville defense, which has played well all year, they will be tested tonight with what you talked about will be a real dual-threat quarterback in Jeff Regan.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, Megan, we're going to continue to come back to you throughout the evening. I know you guys are going to try to get out there to help us listening on the coin toss. We appreciate your work down there.
Yes, thank you, guys.
All right.
John, like Megan was talking about, I was looking at Jeff Regan's stats. Coming in tonight, he's thrown for 1,500 yards, and he's ran for over almost 700 yards rushing the ball. So, like she said, a true dual-threat quarterback. Talking to one of the players in the hallway, Regan, John, he said, a lot of people say, they are 4.4 speed. He said Regan is legit a 4.4 40 guy. So the Bentonville defense is going to have to rush him discipline, John, and keep him in the pocket.
Yeah, and that's going to be a tall ask. You've got to play contained. You just can't. As a matter of fact, I really believe what Bentonville's defensive game plan is to try to keep him in the pocket. He's good all the way around, but I think you'll take your chances with him throwing out of the pocket. But if he gets out of that side of that pocket, not only can he run, oftentimes he's better throwing outside the pocket on the roll.
And his main target is Braxton Lindsay, 6'3", wide receiver. I was talking to one of the coaches. When they throw it, the ball is thrown in Lindsay's direction. 70% of the passes go in Lindsay's direction, John. He is their guy that they're looking for when they do throw the football.
But, Donnie, let's talk about this Bentonville defense. Last week came up with 5 Fayetteville turnovers, I think 2 fumbles and 3 interceptions. So this is a secondary. They've been tested, and they've played well. They've risen to the occasion. And, Donnie, one of the things I love about this Tiger defense, it just seems that they get better every week. And that's a credit to Coach Clifton Calvert and Coach Jared Cecil, co-defense coordinators, along with all of those defensive coaches.
That's right, John. And you're talking about turnovers. I was looking at Rogers' stats. They've lost twice this year. They lost to Muskogee, Oklahoma, and they lost to Fayetteville. in that Muskogee game, John, Rogers had 3 turnovers. In that Fayetteville game, Rogers turned the ball over 4 times. So they have been prone to turn the ball over in their 2 losses. So if the Bentonville defense can come out and force turnovers like they did last week, I think that would bode very well.
All right, so I can see the Rogers captains across the way, and now I see the Bentonville captains making their way to midfield, and we'll go down to the field for the pregame coin toss, and we'll try to listen in on that here in just a moment. As soon as the Bentonville captains come into focus, we'll get you those numbers. That's number 63, Taz Goodman. Number 56, Caleb Schwager. That is, well, let's see now. They'll just turn toward me here.
Number 4.
Yeah, that's number 5, Will Fusselman, and number 4, Parker Schatzman. You know, Parker Schatzman recovered that first fumble by Fayetteville last week. Hey, look at there. Look there, Donnie.
And Sasquatch.
Sasquatch from Jack Links. I wonder if Rogers maybe thinks he's going to suit up tonight.
If only.
I'll tell you, we're pulling out all the stops tonight, Donnie. Here comes Sasquatch.
And on the Rogers side over there, John, we have number 61. That's Alan Perez. Number 7, Nesto Gonzalez. Number 74, Aiden Liebert. And number 4, Cam Cunningham.
Nope. Okay, so we'll see if Meg can get that mic, and when the official redress them, kind of listen in and see what happens. Sasquatch shaking the hands too. That's awesome.
All right, man, you gonna call it?
Yes, sir.
Okay, nice turf field. I'm just gonna let it land somewhere kind of in between you. We'll all see what it is. I want you to call it really clear while it's in the air, okay? Don't give me like, I wanna make sure we all know what it is, okay? Yes, if there's any dispute, it's gonna be a do-over, okay? While it's in the air, I want you to call it nice and clear. Here we go.
Heads.
Heads is the call. What do we got? It is heads. You have won the toss, my friend. What do you want to do? You want to defer or you want to take the ball?
We would like to defer.
Don't tell me you're going to kick. Okay, you want to defer the second half?
Yes, sir.
Okay, let me show everybody what's going on here. Rogers wins the toss and defers. Okay, this is where you say we want the ball. Nicely done. Okay, you're getting it in the second half, so you have to kick it now in the first half. Which way would you like to kick it?
We'd like to kick it towards the scoreboard.
Smart man. Okay. Okay, so you guys are going to receive on this end, okay? Let's go ahead. Bentonville, you come on back here with me. Face your end.
Okay, well, Donnie, you heard it. Rogers won the toss, deferred their option to the second half, so Bentonville will get the ball to begin the ball game, and the Bentonville Tigers are coming out of the Tiger Athletic Complex onto the field, and we are just moments away from kickoff of tonight's 7A West Conference Showdown between your Bentonville Tigers and the Rogers Mounties. Donnie, I thought that was pretty awesome. The officials, as we've got a chance to listen in, you know, they help those players out. You know, used to be if a team deferred, if the captains for the other team messed up, which we've seen a couple times,
right,
the team could get the ball both halves.
I think the last time I remember it, John, was against Harbor. The Harbor kid was he was adamant they wanted to kick, and the referee did the same thing. Like, are you sure? So then Bentonville got the ball to start both halves. So it was It was interesting. So both teams are out on the field, just waiting. And Rogers did choose to kick towards the scoreboard. There is a pretty good breeze out of the north, so Rogers will have the wind with them, the wind at their back for the first quarter. Bentonville will be moving into the wind. The flags are standing out straight. It's a pretty good breeze. Watching the Rogers kicker before the game, he was kicking 50-yard plus field goals and with room to spare. So I would be very surprised if Bentonville has a chance to return this kick. And he was kicking with the wind during warm-ups. So it'll be interesting to see, but I fully expect that this will be a touchback on this opening kick. Got Conrad Schmidt back. We got Mason Hawkins back, and number 11, that is Jack Dunn, back to receive. Kicking for Rogers is number 12, Benson Ashley. And like I said, during warm-ups, he was routinely kicking the ball out of the end zone. So, and kicking 50-yard field goals during warm-up. So, He's taking his line. There's the whistle. We are ready for the opening kickoff. Used to be the Battle of Benton County.
All right, and the kick's away. And this one will sail into the end zone through the uprights. Wow, what a leg on the Rogers kicker.
Like I said, during warm-ups, John, he was kicking. I saw him kick a 56-yarder and had room to spare. So that is something to keep in mind. Rogers' kicker has a very strong leg. So field goal position for Rogers could be important tonight. Just like to keep them out of that field goal position.
Okay, so the Bentonville offense will make its way onto the field. That's number 6, Trevor Grant, your Bentonville quarterback. He'll have Chris Ficklin in the backfield behind him. Now he puts a man in motion toward the formation. Grant takes a snap. He's going to look, tries to go deep to Blair Irvin III on the first play.
Had him, John.
He was open, but the ball sails just over the outstretched hands of Irvin III. You're right, Donnie. Had a little space right there.
Rogers had 4 down linemen and 4 linebackers in that box. They are daring Bentonville to throw the ball.
Mason Hawkins, Conrad Schmidt split right. Blair Irvin III, he'll split out wide. Now Ficklin will come back in the backfield behind Trevor Grant. Grant takes the snap. Give goes to Ficklin. Starts to his left, cuts back to his right. Picks up maybe 2 yards. Now they're going to give him close to 3, but no more. Then it'll be 3rd down and 7 now for Bentonville. Just underway here from Tiger Stadium, excuse me.
See if Bentonville will go back to that first play, John, because not only was Blair Irvin open, it looked like Eli Brooks was also open in the middle of the field.
Empty set now as Trevor Grant splits 5 wide. Grant now is going to turn it up. He's going to try to run for it, and he is going to go out of bounds.
Yeah, there's the flag. Late hit out of bounds.
Wow.
So that's going to be a first down for Bentonville.
And he was going to come up just short of the first down, the line to gain right there.
Yep.
But a late hit out of bounds. It looks like Bentonville will have it 1st and 10. Donnie, they'll mark that probably around the 44, about the 44-yard line. Well, we saw it last week, Donnie. Trevor Grant drew a late hit out of bounds by Fayetteville. That was a big penalty early on in that game.
So keeping it alive there, and he was, it was close, John, but the back judge threw that flag. He saw the line.
Well, an opportunity missed for the Rogers Mounties, as it looked like it was going to be a time for Bentonville to punt, but 1st and 10 Tigers. They have it at their own 43-yard line. Grant takes a snap. Give goes to Ficklin, and Chris kind of slips as he gets going. And Donnie, I think he may lose a yard. Rogers runs a 5-man front. This time Irvin III, Conrad Schmidt, Mason Hawkins, they split left. 2 receivers to the right. Now, man comes in motion. That's Chris Ficklin.
Mason Hawkins.
And Mason Hawkins.
And he's going to score.
Direct snap. He's at the 30. He's at the 20. 1 man to beat. The 10. Touchdown, Bentonville. Mason Hawkins, 57 yards. And the Bentonville Tigers strike first.
John lined up Mason in the Wildcat. He took the direct snap, and there was a read to Chris, and everyone went with Chris, and he kept it. And you saw there, Mason also is a track star, John, and you saw there his speed.
I said he had 1 man to beat, but I think Mason Hawkins had no doubt. Ryan Fernstrom now on to attempt the point after. His kick is up. And it is good. So with 10:35 left to go here in the first quarter, Bentonville on top 7-0. We'll be back in just a moment on GoBentonvilleTigers.com. Okay, we welcome you back to Bentonville, where the Tigers strike first. Donnie, what was that? About a 5-play, 80-yard drive, capped with a 57-yard touchdown run by Mason Hawkins.
And aided there on a late hit out of bounds. Bentonville would have been about 4th and 3, but they got the big penalty there. And then you saw Mason Hawkins line up in the backfield, take that direct snap, and it was a read option. He read Chris Ficklin, pulled that at the last second, and then you saw Mason's speed as he took that one 57 yards to the house.
So this is number 52, Cooper Nix, will be doing the kicking duties here for Bentonville tonight. Nix going to kind of pooch kick it over to the left side. That is taken at about the 32 by number 9. That is Aiden Eikenberry. He'll return it out to the 36, and that's where the Mountie offense will put it in play, 1st and 10 from their own 36.
First time to see number 1, Jeff Regan. He played wide receiver for them last year, John. Moved him to quarterback this year.
And as we talked about in the pregame, very fast, very elusive Jeff Regan. So Regan now will put a man in motion. That's Harrell. Regan takes a direct snap. He's going to run to his left.
He's down.
And the whistle's blew. What a great job by Julian Grundy. Julian Grundy from his defensive end position, already with a loss of about 5 yards. So it'll be 2nd and 15.
And John, when they do go empty, he likes to run the ball out of that empty set.
Well, they'll set 2 receivers up to the right. This time, he's going to keep it over to the left side, and no one there. And I'll tell you what, John, just as easily the 5-yard loss, Jeff Regan picks up about 20 yards for a first down.
We talked about containment. That defensive end he cannot crash. He has to stay out there and keep him from getting to the outside. And you saw Regan's speed right there.
Julian Grundy, Peyton Lowry out there with the defensive ends tonight. Got a big test with these guys. Okay.
It's going to be a false start. The back went in motion and was going forward before the ball was snapped. So that's going to be a false start penalty on number 14.
Okay. And that's exactly what the call is.
If a back goes in motion, he's got to keep going sideways or completely stop. He was going forward when the ball was snapped, so that is a procedure penalty.
It'll move the ball back to the Tiger 48. I'm sorry, the Mountie 48, where it'll be 1st and 15, Rogers. Jeff Regan in an empty set. He'll take a snap. He's going to keep it. Cuts back to his left, and
got to tackle him.
Well, so far in 2 of the 3 runs he's had tonight, he's shown why he's a very, very dangerous quarterback.
And you have to keep containment on him. And when you have a chance to tackle him, you got to get him on the ground.
Well, he picked up 12 yards on that. It'll bring up 2nd down and 3. Twin receivers right, single receiver into the boundary. Regan out of the shotgun. He'll take the snap. Quarterback keeper again over the left side. That's a good job by Jonah Knapp coming up after a gain of, call it 2. It'll be 3rd down now and 1.
Well, John, so far it's been the Jeff Regan show. He's the only player from Rogers that's touched the football.
And I would be shocked if it wasn't another Regan run right here on 3rd and short. So Regan now takes a snap. Give goes to the running back over the right side. That is Benson Ashley. Benson Ashley, 6'1", 160-pound, I'm sorry, Xander Burke, number 22 on the carry, 6'1", 196-pound sophomore. And he's got first down yardage down at the Tiger 34. twin receivers to either side of the formation. Regan looks over the defense, takes the snap. Now he's going to keep it to his right.
Another design quarterback run.
He is going to push his way inside the 25. And he is finally brought down by Cameron Thornton-Meade. But not until he picks up enough for another first down for the Rogers Mounties. He'll send trips to the left. Single receiver to the right. Regan's going to throw this time. That is complete to number 6, Cooper Daniel. And Daniel's going to be driven out of bounds at the 19-yard line after a pickup of 5. 7-0 Bentonville, but Rogers moving on its first offensive possession of the ball game. Regan lines up Xander Burke in the backfield. Give goes to Burke, and Burke is going to be met at the line of scrimmage. They may give him a yard, maybe 2, but that will bring up third down and a long 4.
Need the defense to come up with a big play here, John. Empty backfield. It's probably going to be one of these. And if you notice, they're running zone. They're pulling everyone. It's just the quarterback is the running back.
Okay, on 3rd and 4, Regan, empty backfield, takes a snap. Now he's going to run back to his right, cuts inside, and he is going to have the line to gain and some. He'll make his way down to the 12. It'll be 1st and 10 Rogers. You can see right there, not a real big guy, but man, he knows how to run the football.
John, Jonah Knapp had a chance right at the line of scrimmage in the hole and whiffed. It was a good move by Regan. And you don't see Jonah miss many tackles, but Regan got Jonah to bite on a fake and picked up the first down.
1st and 10 Mounties. Regan drops back, looks to his right. He's going to throw, and that one is going to be
incomplete.
Incomplete. I tell you, Braxton Lindsay holding his hands up, wanted a flag, but A.J. Looney with great coverage. So 2nd down and 10 now. Braxton Lindsay, that is the go-to receiver when Jeff Regan throws the ball. Donnie, what'd you say? They throw to him about
70% of the passes go his direction.
So 2nd down and 10 now for the 12. 3 receivers left. Bentonville showing they wanted to bring some pressure. Now it looks like maybe they may be changing the defensive call.
Rogers taking a timeout,
and
John.
Rogers wants a timeout. Let's go ahead and take it with them. We'll be back in just a moment on GoBentonvilleTigers.com.
Foster Roofing has been assisting Arkansas homeowners as they've weathered every storm for over 30 years. Foster Roofing is a family-owned, locally operated company providing expert professional roofing services. For your roof repair, choose local, licensed, and professional. Choose Foster Roofing.
Absolute Janitorial Service is a family-owned and operated commercial cleaning company serving all of Northwest Arkansas. We have a long track record for exceptional service and clear communication. We clean multiple facility types, including office buildings, medical facilities, manufacturing plants, churches, schools, and much more. Give Absolute Janitorial Service a call today for a free quote and see what an absolute difference our services can make for your business.
Okay, we are back here in Bentonville, coming out of the timeout. It will be 2nd and 10 for the Rogers Mounties on the Bentonville 12-yard line.
Well, John, so far Jeff Regan has been Rogers' offense. There's been one completed pass and one run to the number 22 running back. Other than that, Regan has done it all himself.
Okay, Braxton Lindsay will set up in the backfield with quarterback Jeff Regan. And Regan's going to run to his right. He's going to flip a pass out to Braxton Lindsay. Kind of got it a little far out in front of him, Donnie. And that one falls incomplete. Okay, so that's the play they had drawn up out of the timeout, Donnie.
John,
Bentonville's defense survived that one.
That was tough to defend. It looked like Lindsey's a lead blocker, and then he just leaks out and almost hit him.
3rd and 10 now. Lindsey drops, Regan drops back. I think that's going to be a false start.
Yep.
So false start on the Mounties. That'll back them up 5, back to the 17-yard line.
So 3rd now and 17. Big chance for this defense here, John. Hold them here and make Rogers make a decision. Try the long field goal or go for it on 4th down.
Tell you what, this was where the student section had a lot of effect last week, and they're letting the Mounties hear it right now. Regan drops back now. He's being pressured, rolling to his right. He's got his eyes downfield, and that is a touchdown, Rogers. Wow.
Braxton Lindsey, John, he started scrambling and we saw the secondary come up. We talked about it. You have to play discipline. He starts scrambling around. You have to stay with your man you're in covering.
Well, and we talked a little bit about that in the pregame, Donnie, how once Jeff Regan breaks contain, gets out of the pocket, he's more dangerous than when he's in the pocket. So Benson Ashley on to attempt a point after. His kick is up, and it is good. So with 6 minutes, 42 seconds left to go, first quarter of play, we're all knotted up at 7. We'll be back in a moment on GoBentonvilleTigers.com.
Goodbye, paperwork. Hello, convenience. Buy your dream home with the convenience of the Arvest Home for Me app. Goodbye, limits. Hello, possibilities.
Don't even know. I can make your hands clap. Said I can make your hands clap. Somebody save your soul, cause you've been sinning in the city. I know too many troubles, all these lovers got you losing control. You like a drug to me, a luxury, my sugar and gold.
Okay, we are back here in Bentonville where the Rogers Mounties have scored on their first offensive possession to make this a 7-7 ball game. John McElroy, Donnie Payne, and you can see the student section there. I know a lot of them have Rogers shirts. This is traditionally the Mock the Mounties day for the students, so a lot of them with the Rogers shirts on in the Mock the Mounties. Okay, Benson Ashley to kick it away for Rogers. And Ashley's kick is going to be a high kick that is going to sail into the end zone. And Donnie, I'm starting to get the feeling Bentonville's not going to have an opportunity not to return.
Not at least going towards it. Maybe when he's kicking towards the tack, because there is a pretty stiff north breeze, but kicking to the south end zone, no, there will be no returns for Bentonville tonight.
Okay, so Bentonville comes onto the field for their second offensive possession of the game. Trevor Grant, who has played spectacularly over the last couple of weeks, Donnie. Great game by Trevor last week and the week before. He's got Chris Ficklin in the backfield with him. Split receivers out to the right, 2 to the left. Grant takes a snap. He's going to drop back, and I think there was maybe a little miscommunication on the route right there. That was supposed to go to Mason Hawkins.
Mason ran an out, and Trevor expected him to be on a go route.
Yeah, Trevor threw an up, and Mason ran an out. So incomplete, 2nd down and 10. Twin receivers right, single receiver to the field side. Give goes to Ficklin. Ficklin trying to find some yardage over the left side, and there is none there. They'll give him a yard on the carry, but no more. It'll be 3rd down and long for the Tigers.
John, I read the interview they did with Rogers head coach in the paper. The head coach I can't remember his name right now, but the head coach for Rogers, Chad Harbison, he said they were going to put people in the box and force Bentonville to throw the ball. And you saw they were playing 8-9 men in the box. Bentonville's going to have to complete passes if they want Chris to have room to run tonight.
All right, 3rd down and long now. Empty set. And whistles blow.
Bentonville had to use a timeout, John. The clock was about to run out.
Clock was running down. Hey, Donnie, while we got a moment here in the timeout, each week, over the last couple weeks, we're trying to feature some of our assistant coaches. And this week we've got Coach Dakota Baggett. Dakota Baggett, who coaches our special teams and our defensive backs, played football here at BHS, part of the class of 2011. And Donnie, you and I remember well, part of that 2010 state championship team here in Bentonville. And I remember he got an interception to start the second quarter against Fayetteville that really turned that game and got Bentonville to another state championship. You know, then he went on to attend the University of Arkansas, was a walk-on football player with the Razorbacks. He's now coached in Bentonville 9 years. Newlywed, just married to his wife just a few years ago, and they have a young son, Briggs Baggett, who turns 2 here in just a few weeks. And I love this, Donnie. Mom and Briggs watch every game, whether they're here or at home, and Briggs is already cheering, "Go Tigers, go Dada." So really appreciate the work Dakota does. Great man, and does a wonderful job with these young men. All right, so Trevor Grant now on 3rd and 9. He'll take the snap. Grant fires complete. That is Jack Dunn. And what a nice throw and catch.
All the way to the 40-yard line, John.
Wow. So on 3rd and 9.
And Bentonville's going tempo.
Big pickup to get out to the 40-yard line. Quad receivers right, Donnie. We haven't seen much of this out of Bentonville. Now Eli Brooks is going to set up to the tight end on the right side, and looks like we've got some movement.
And Mason was at quarterback again, John. But yeah, movement on. Looked like he called for the snap, and it wasn't snapped, and everyone but the center moved.
So after the walk-off, it'll be 1st and 15 back at the Tiger 35-yard line. Blair Irvin III, he'll set up out to the right. 2 receivers into the boundary. That's Jack Dunn, goes in motion across the formation. Grant quickly finds a receiver out to the right.
Blair Irvin.
And that is Blair Irvin III. Nice move by number 3, Irvin III.
Oh, wow. I thought he got back to the original line. They're going to say he stepped out after just a 3-yard gain there.
Yeah, I'm with you, Donnie. I thought he got back to the 40, but they're going to say he stepped out just shy, back at the 38. Second down and 12. Rogers with a single high safety. And Ficklen's going to get the carry. He'll cross the 40. Short pickup on the play. It'll be 3rd down and 10.
Now, John, this is Bentonville's third down, and they've all been 3rd and 8 or longer. We're not going to be able to keep getting behind the sticks like this. Rushing yardage, like I said, Coach Harbison talked about it. He was not going to let Chris Ficklen run the ball tonight.
Okay, 3rd and 10. Trip receivers left, twin receivers right. Grant. Now he's going to turn it up, and Grant's going to cross the 45, in around the 50, and he's got 1st down yardage. Nice run that time, nice read by Trevor Grant.
That was a design quarterback draw the whole way there, John.
Good awareness by number 6, knowing where he had to get to, getting out of bounds just across the midfield stripe into Rogers territory. 2 running backs in the backfield. Donnie, that's Blair Urban III. Now he'll motion out. Pass goes to Urban III out to the right.
Just want to get hit. Oh, great tackle.
Yeah,
Open field
that was
tackle.
a really nice tackle by Zeke Parsons. You know, I think that's the kind of matchup we want, Donnie. If we can get one-on-one, and Blair Irvin's shown the ability to make guys miss. But Zeke Parsons makes a really nice play to make it 2nd and 10.
If he doesn't make that tackle, Blair Irvin's got a big gain.
Grant gives it to Ficklin over the right side. Ficklin's still on his feet. A flag comes in. Donnie, I'm afraid that's going to be holding on Bentonville.
Well, it was thrown by the far back judge.
The way that flag came in, Donnie, I'm almost certain that's going to be a holding penalty on Bentonville. Let's see here.
No, it's just a sideline warning on Rogers.
Warning.
So no penalty actually.
Just the way that was thrown, Donnie, and it may have been that the official was trying to follow the play and the coach kind of got in front of it.
Yeah.
Well, all right. So a break there for the Tigers and a good run of 5 yards for Chris Ficklin. Ball is spotted at the 44-yard line of Rogers. Twin receivers left, single receiver into the boundary. Ficklin in the backfield. Trevor Grant gives to Ficklin. He cuts back to the left, and Ficklin is going to have the first down. Good hard running that time by Chris Ficklin.
So, John, Bentonville's hit a couple of passes, and that you can see the Rogers defense having to loosen up a little bit when we're spread out like that. Keep completing those passes. The running lanes for Chris will start opening up.
This time it's going to be Mason Hawkins and Chris Ficklin. They'll split out to the left. Jack Dunn, Blair Urban III, they're going to split right. I think that's Eli Brooks in the slot to the right side. Now Brooks will come into motion. Grant's going to drop back, and he is going to be rushed by a host of Mounties.
Yeah, that was a screen pass, John, and wow, the offensive line let him go, and the coaches are he should have thrown it out quick to this side, and he turned back the opposite direction. So big loss there. It was a screen play, and on screen plays you let those guys come. That's the point of it. You get them upfield and you try to hit a quick pass behind them, and just was not read correctly there.
Well, it's a loss of 6 on the play. It'll move it back to the 44-yard line of Rogers. Will it be 2nd down and 16?
Rogers had everybody up on the line of scrimmage again.
Now Grant keeps it after a fake to Ficklin. Oh, if he could have just kept his feet. I'll tell you, Trevor Grant kind of tripped up there just a little bit.
Number 19. The sad thing is, John, a couple of our guys that were blocking ran by number 19 without blocking him. If one of them picks that block up, Trevor's got a first down easily.
Well, it was a tremendous fake by Trevor Grant to Chris Ficklin. As a matter of fact, I followed Ficklin just a little bit, but Grant came out of there with it, and had he not tripped up, I think he could have made him miss, and that would have been a big game. Well, it'll be 3rd down now and 11 at the 39. Grant drops back. He looks to his left over the middle. It is
Mason
incomplete. Mason Hawkins had it for a moment and just let it drop right there. That would have most likely been a first down had he have kept the catch.
John, we have not seen that at all this year. Mason is very sure-handed.
And that'll bring up 4th and 11 now for Bentonville on the Rogers 39.
John, Cole's coming in. It's going to be the quick kick.
4th and 11. Cole Schlepecki now. Tries to draw him off. He's going to make a very short kick, and that comes off the side of his foot, Donnie. And
that's going to be about a 8-yard punt, John.
Oh, boy. Not what Cole wanted right there.
Into that, it got up. It was twirling weird. He got caught in that wind, and you could just see it get pushed backwards.
Donnie, I think he just caught it off the side of his foot, but it's going to wind up at, let's see where they're going to spot it, the 28-yard line. Okay, so 1st and 10 for Rogers at their own 28. They're going to split trip receivers out to the right. Now they're going to put a man in motion out there. Pump fake, and
it was a hitch and go.
Hitch and go. Wow.
Wide open there.
Yeah, that was number 6, Cooper Daniels, the intended receiver. And he was wide open for just a little bit, and Jeff Regan couldn't connect with him. So it'll be 2nd down and 10. Regan now's got Braxton split into the boundary. Trip receivers to the right. Regan's going to keep it over the left side, and he's going to reverse field. Nice job that time.
That was number 13.
Number 13 for Bentonville.
Connor Davis.
Yeah, great way to play that one by Connor Davis.
He strung him out, John, and kept him inside and forced him back in and got him down for a 1-yard gain.
So 3rd and long now for the Mounties.
Defense needs to make a play to get a chance to get off the field here.
Twin receivers to either side of the formation. Now Braxton comes in motion. Braxton Lindsey. Regan's going to throw over the middle, and it is complete to Braxton Lindsey. And
no, they're going to give it to him.
Donnie, looks like where he fell was right at the line to gain, so it'll be 1st and 10 Rogers.
He reached out, one-hand grab on that. But we've talked, he is their target. You cannot lose him on those plays like that.
Well, he's going to set up to the left side along with another receiver. 2 receivers to the right. As Regan takes it, he's going to try to find Lindsey again. That one underthrown, incomplete, 2nd down and 10. Yeah, if you're a defensive back for Bentonville tonight, you're always going to have to know where number 14 is. 6'3", 203. Tall receiver with some size and speed. 2nd down and 10. Regan's going to keep it over the left side. And he is going to be taken down at about the 44 after a pickup. I'll give him 5 on the play. It'll be 3rd down and 5. And inside of 15 seconds, wonder if Rogers is going to try to run it at the play. And
I think they're about to get a 5-yard penalty on Rogers, John. Another sideline warning. And the second one is a 5-yard penalty.
Well, they've stopped the clock with 13 seconds. Let's see if we can listen in. Now that one is a 5-yard. You're exactly right, Donnie. The second.
And it's 3rd down. No, they lose the down.
Oh, wow.
Because the play happened. And he's warned. They now have been warned. You can see the Rogers coaches out on the green turf. You cannot be out on the field in the referee's way.
Okay, so they are winding the clock, and I think Rogers, and that's going to be the quarter. And
nope.
Well, no. Rogers looks like they're going to try to snap the ball. Nope. Okay, that's going to be the quarter. Well, it's the end of the first quarter. We've got 7-7 here at Tiger Stadium, and we're going to go down to Megan Verkamp. I think Megan has a special guest with her this evening. Megan, are you down there?
Hi everyone, I'm here with BHS alum of 1983 and our principal, Mr. Jack Lloyd. Mr. Lloyd, thank you for being here with us today. Now, this has been a long-standing rivalry and you've been around BHS for many years. Can you talk a little bit about what BHS for Rogers is?
Yeah, so Bentonville and Rogers actually started playing back in the early 1900s, and Rogers pretty well dominated the series for a long time, but the rivalry got so bad back in the early 90s, we actually stopped playing the game because the rivalry was so bad. But since 2000, the football season of 2006, we pretty well dominated, and I think we're going to win again tonight.
I agree. Thank you so much, Mr. Lloyd. Back to you guys.
All right. Thank you so much, Megan. Megan Verkamp down there with Bentonville High School principal and Bentonville High School alum, Mr. Jack Lloyd, talking about, Donnie, we talked about it a little bit. This used to be the premier rivalry in the state, the Battle of Benton County. And for a lot of our longtime listeners, this is the game that you circled on the calendar.
Right.
And you were part of that.
I was part of that, yeah. I still am. I'm not going to lie.
Okay. 3rd and 10 now as we start the second quarter. Regan Play action. He throws complete.
Wide open.
To number 9. That is Aiden Eikenberry. And needed 10. 15-yard pickup. It's 1st and 10 Rogers.
See, John, he let number 9 there, he let Lindsey clear, and then he ran a slant underneath him and was wide open. Another keeper.
Keeper over the right side. And he's going to be tackled, but not before a 5-yard gain. Well, I'll tell you what, Regan, he can just kind of pick up 3, 4, 5 yards and not look like he's even broke a sweat. Second down and 5. Regan looking over the defense, takes a snap. He's going to keep it again to the right side.
Lost containment.
Well, I'll tell you what, Rogers had a lot of blockers out in front that time, and it looked like it was pretty hard for the Bentonville defenders to get off those blocks. 1st and 10 Mounties. They have the ball down at the 27-yard line of the Tigers. Keeper. Play action. Regan keeps it up the middle. You know, I'll tell you, Jeff Regan's everything he's been advertised, Donnie, but he's getting some good push up front by that Rogers offensive line.
And John, their offensive line is big. Number 71, 6'4", 370. Number 75, 300, 270. Number 78, they are some big guys out there.
2nd down and 4. Regan going to play
and
action
wide open.
And wide open. Braxton Lindsey into the end zone. Touchdown Rogers.
Yeah. John, he delayed like he was going to run, and no one went with Lindsey. You've got to cover Braxton Lindsey. If he goes in a pattern, someone has to go with him.
Well, it kind of looked like one of those plays where Regan may have had the option to run if somebody stays with Braxton Lindsey. So, nevertheless, the Rogers Mounties are an extra point away from taking a 7-point lead here in the second quarter. Benson Ashley on to attempt the point after. His snap is back, kick is up, and it is good. So with 10 minutes, 20 seconds left to go, first half of play, Rogers 14, Bentonville 7. We'll be back in a moment on GoBentonvilleTigers.com.
Jack Links presents Messin' with Sasquatch.
Oh no!
Jack Links Jerky. Feed your wild side.
When you're looking for a new car, you want to shop for a vehicle you love with an organization you trust. You've probably heard that McCarty Daniel means making deals, but what I'm inspired by the most is that McCarty Daniel means making a difference in our community. When you buy a vehicle with McCarty Daniel, you reinvest right here in the community, in our schools, in our little leagues, in our food banks, and our people. So you're not just making a purchase, you're making a difference too. Come see us at any of our 6 locations in Northwest Arkansas.
Okay, we're back here in Bentonville where the Rogers Mounties have taken a 14-7 lead. John McElroy, Donnie Payne here with you. 10 minutes, 20 seconds left to go, first half of play. Benson Ashley, 6'1", 160-pound kicker, senior kicker for the Mounties. And he's got a big leg.
It'll be interesting to see. It's kicking it into the wind now if he can get it into the end zone.
One man deep for the Tigers as Ashley's kick's going to be a low line driver.
Out of bounds.
And yeah, that goes out of bounds. Donnie, where do they spot that? 35?
35, I believe, yep. So not able to get as much into that wind. So yeah, Bentonville should get it at the 35. Yep, 35.
Okay.
I've never seen a team do it, but you also had the option. You could have backed them up 5 yards and made them kick again, but almost everyone just takes the ball at the 35.
Okay, Donnie, this is where this Bentonville offense really needs to respond right here. Number 6, Trevor Grant now. Takes the snap. Give goes, play action. He's got Blair Irvin the third. Irvin the third at the 30, at the 20. And he is going to be run down from behind, but not until he gets pushed out of bounds just inside the 5-yard line. Wow. What a nice play action pass from Trevor Grant to Blair Irvin the third.
Well, they're going to say he stepped out at the 5. I thought he got down farther than that.
Yeah, from our vantage point here, Donnie, it looked like he got inside the 5, but first and goal, Tigers from the 5.
Good play fake. I thought Chris had the ball, so.
Okay, 2 tight ends. Grant takes a snap, gives to Ficklin up the middle.
Touchdown.
Touchdown, Bentonville. Chris Ficklin.
So 2 plays, 65 yards, John. Bentonville answers.
Well, there you go. I said they needed to respond, and they sure did. So Ryan Fernstrom on now to attempt the point after. Fernstrom's kick is up, and it's good. So with 10:02 left to go in the half, Bentonville 14, Rogers 14. We'll be back in a moment on GoBentonvilleTigers.com.
At Grand Savings Bank, we're committed to supporting and growing with our communities by sponsoring local teams and offering a comprehensive suite of financial services, all tailored to meet your needs. Join us in supporting our teams and experience banking to help you live grand. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Welcome back to Bentonville. Bentonville 14, Rogers 14. Donnie, you kind of get the feeling this is going to be a shootout.
Yeah, one of these defenses in crunch time is going to have to step up and make a stop. Force a turnover or something.
Well, the Tigers have been doing it on big plays. And so far, Rogers is, just kind of driving the length of the field. But both offenses kind of getting things done right now.
So Cooper Nix kicking off.
He'll be kicking toward the south end zone here at Tiger Stadium with the wind at his back. Fronts come through. We've got a pretty nice north breeze. Nick approaches it. It's going to be a short kick that'll be taken at the 5-yard line. And it'll be a reverse to number 4. Oh, there's a block in the back.
No flag.
Did not get called. It was right in front of the official right there. Donnie, you and I saw it from the 3rd floor here at the Tiger press box, but no flag thrown on that one.
That is amazing. And it was right in front of the white hat.
Okay. 1st and 10 Rogers. And let's see if this Tiger defense can slow down this Rogers offense. Ball spotted at the 27-yard line. 1st and 10 Mounties. Quad receivers to the left. And throw is going to go out to Braxton Lindsay. He's going to make a man miss. He's going to stiff arm a guy. And he'll finally be run out of bounds by Cameron Thornton Meade. I tell you, I think the Rogers faithful across the way wanted a late hit out of bounds. They're not going to get it.
It was pretty close. It would not have surprised me, actually, if a flag would have come out there.
So 2nd down and short. Regan is going to give it to the running back.
There's number 4.
Cam Cunningham. Peyton Lowry in on the stop for the Tigers, but it'll be 1st and 10 Mounties.
Tell you what the difference has been so far, John. Bentonville's 3rd downs have been 3rd and long. For the most part, most of Rogers' 3rd downs have been 3rd and 3, 3rd and 4. And when you've got that, with Regan as a weapon, everything in the playbook is open. Bentonville's going to have to get a loss, stop at the line of scrimmage or behind the line of scrimmage here, one of these early downs.
Regan's going to keep it to his right side. He'll bounce it out, and he's got some running room.
That's
Donnie.
coming back. We got a flag.
Yeah.
Holding.
Julian Grundy, number 9 for Bentonville.
The umpire threw the flag.
And he was indicating he got held, and the official saw it, and it will be coming back. Actually, they're going to say the holding occurred at the 40-yard line, but Donnie, you said it's
from the line of scrimmage.
The original line of scrimmage.
Yep.
Holding on the Mounties. That is the call. So it'll remain first down, but it'll be 1st and 20.
Oh, he marked it off from the spot of the foul. That's not the proper administration. The sideline referee's coming in and saying, hey, it's 10 yards from the line of scrimmage. They moved it back.
He's kind of old habits are hard to break.
Right. This is the first year. No, this is the second year for that. But this crew, I recognize them. They've been together a long time.
1st and 20 now as Regan takes a snap. He'll keep it.
Got to get him on the ground.
The first guy to hit him usually doesn't bring him down, does he, Donnie?
No, and he's, like I said, he's not a big man. He's only 5'7", 150. But
yeah, you can see him right there. Great shot in their monitor.
He is hard to get down.
Yeah, not a real big guy, but boy, he's elusive. Okay, empty set this time for Regan. Bentonville, 3-man front. Regan drops back. He's looking to throw. Now he's flushed out to his right. Now he comes back to his left.
Lost containment.
And here's where he's dangerous. And Regan is going to be taken down at the 44-yard line.
John, when he pivoted back, if our right defensive end had stayed outside where he was supposed to, Jonah would have caught him from behind, but he went in. You've got to maintain containment.
Well, and the thing is, they saw him rolling to his right, and it just pulled the defense over to that side of the field. But you're right, Donnie. Even when he's going that way, if you're on the other side of the field, you just have to stay there.
He'll come back to you. Yep.
Okay, it is 3rd down and 8 now. And the Mounties are going to reset their offense.
You know where Lindsay is.
Quad right. And Regan, he's going to step up, and he's being chased, and that one is going to be incomplete. Wow.
John, Bentonville got lucky there that ball, the referee was signaling. We tipped it at the line of scrimmage. Number 2 came open. Once again, he scrambled, and that secondary started coming up. They have got to stay back in coverage.
4th down and 8 now for the Mounties, and it looks like, Donnie, they're going to send the punting unit onto the field. And that'll be, once again, Benson Ashley will come in to do the punting duties for the Mounties. Also their kickoff person, their place kicker.
He is their kicker.
He is their kicker. He's going to stand back at his own 29. Conrad Schmitz will stand at the 21. And Benson Ashley
that ball
gets it off. And it's going to take a Bentonville roll at the 30.
That win, John.
Bounces back to the 33, and that's where Bentonville will have it 1st and 10.
It looked like he hit that. It was a nice, tight spiral, but it just got above the building, and the wind just knocked it down.
So 1st and 10 now, Tigers. 7:36 left to go in the half.
So kicking the ball towards the tack tonight is going to be a challenge.
As the offense comes on the field, Mason Hawkins, Conrad Schmidt, they're going to split out to the left. That is Irvin III. He's set up to the right into the boundary. Ficklin in the backfield. Grant takes a snap. Give goes to Ficklin over the left side. He's got a little running room, Donnie. And a nice run that time by Chris Ficklin. Give him 11 yards on the pickup, 1st and 10 Tigers.
John, Bentonville's been able to hit some of those passes, and you saw that Rogers defense had to expand out, and that gave Chris some running room there for that 11-yard gain on 1st down.
Well, Donnie, it was good to see the Bentonville defense stepping up and getting a stop there on Rogers on that series. And now let's see if the offense can help them out. 1st and 10 Tigers. Man comes in motion. Give goes to Conrad Schmitz, and a good play by number 5 of the Rogers Mounties. Christian Flores coming in to make the stop.
There's been a couple plays, John, where one Rogers defender has been able to make a shoestring tackle or to avoid big plays for Bentonville. So gain of 3 on that jet sweep to Conrad Schmidt.
2nd and 7 now. Once again, Schmitz, Irvin split to the left. It's Mason Hawkins set up into the boundary. Grant takes the snap quickly, fires to Mason Hawkins, and he tries to make a man miss. He does, makes the first man miss. He's going to get it out to the 49-yard line of Rogers. He'll be about 3 yards shy of the first down. It's a big play coming up for Bentonville, Donnie. Eli Brooks now is going to set up at the left tight end. He'll have Preston Sill behind him. Give goes to Ficklin. He's going to try to bounce it out, and he's going to be tripped up for no gain. Maybe lost a half yard on the play, and it will be 4th down.
I think if he that one guy again, John, that guy misses the tackle, Chris is going to get that first down.
I'll tell you, Bentonville now setting up with their offense. Let's see what they do here. Trevor Grant trying to draw them off. Now they'll look to the sidelines. See what they do, Donnie, if they may just want to run it down, take a timeout, and talk about it.
Now they're sending in a play.
Okay, Trevor Grant is giving the play to his offense. Here we go. He snaps it. Give goes to Ficklin. Ficklin has got the first down.
Yep, first down.
Got hit and was able to fall forward. Chris Ficklin. Nice job, number 0. How about that call right there, Donnie? 4th and a long 3 at about midfield, and the Bentonville Tigers keep the drive alive. Ficklin's going to come in motion toward the formation, and I think Coach Grant may have called a timeout. That's exactly what he did. So timeout Bentonville. Let's go ahead and take it with them. We'll be back in just a moment on GoBentonvilleTigers.com.
And I'm going to need your customer number, account number, and ID number.
Ever get the feeling you're treated like a number instead of a person?
You know the difference between these numbers? Can't help me at all?
Some places can make you feel like a number. Your bank shouldn't be one of them.
Maria, how are you doing?
At Legacy National Bank, we believe in relationships and taking the time to get to know you and your goals. You're never a number at Legacy National Bank. Your legacy starts here.
Foster Roofing has been assisting Arkansas homeowners as they've weathered every storm for over 30 years. Foster Roofing is a family-owned, locally operated company providing expert professional roofing services. For your roof repair, choose local, licensed, and professional. Choose Foster Roofing.
Welcome back to Bentonville. So we come out of the timeout. It's going to be 1st and 10 Tigers on the Rogers 46-yard line. John McElroy, Donnie Payne here with you. And what has been a really good ball game up to this point. Man comes in motion. Conrad Schmidt. Grant's going to throw out to Schmidt. He's going to catch it. And no gain on the play.
John
caught it behind the line of scrimmage, was able to get back to the original line of scrimmage.
We've seen those plays work most of the year, even against Fayetteville. This Rogers defense, John, they're one of the fastest, probably one of the fastest defenses we've seen this year, and they're getting out on those quick receiver screens for not much yardage.
Irvin III split out to the left. Grant takes a snap, play action. He's going to step up in the pocket. He's going to throw to his left toward Blair III.
That sailed
well over the head of Blair III. Got up in that wind. Pretty good breeze. And incomplete.
Yeah, that ball ended up sailing way over everyone's head.
So once again, Donnie, 3rd down and 9, 3rd and long for the Tigers. Seems like we've said that a lot tonight.
Bentonville's got to get some on those. That first down plays got to result in better yardage than what they're getting so far.
Hawkins, Conrad Schmidt out to the left side. I believe that's Eli Brooks. And Irvin III out to the right. Trevor Grant's going to step up.
And he's got lots of room.
He's got
now.
a lot of running room down inside the 30, and Grant smartly steps out of bounds at around the 32-yard line.
That time, John, the one guy, he made him miss, and Trevor used his legs for a big pickup.
Okay, so the Tigers now want to run some tempo. I'm not sure what the Mounties are doing. Let's snap the ball.
Rogers had to call a timeout.
I tell you, 2 Rogers Mounties were trying to get off the field. They ran into each other. One fell down. And let's keep it right here for a moment, Donnie. Yeah, that was kind of Rogers looked like they were trying to substitute. And a couple of guys run off. They ran into each other, and the guy falls down, kind of does a somersault. And the coaches for Rogers realize that Bentonville's about to snap the ball, and they're about to get a free 5.
Yeah, good decision by the Rogers coach there to take that timeout. John, well, there we saw Trevor using his legs. Trevor at times has run the ball well this year, and that he made number 40 miss and was able to pick up the big first down there, but would like to see, we've talked about it, we've been in 3rd and long a lot. Like to see some good yardage here on this first down play.
That's right, Donnie. You feel like if, you could make a pretty good gain on first down, not put yourself in a lot of 3rd and long situations, but so far the Tigers have converted, but it's making me an older man than I already am. Okay, 1st and 10 Tigers. Irvin the third comes in motion to the left. Grant takes a snap. He's looking to throw. He's going to throw towards Irvin the third and just over his outstretched arms.
He had to throw that a little bit before he wanted to, John. Number 14, that's Lindsey. He is a rusher also. He was in there quick on Trevor. Of course, Blair's having to fix his jersey because the defender from Rogers grabbed him and pulled his shirt off his shoulder pad but did not get the holding call.
Yeah, Braxton Lindsey playing down there on defense. Donnie, I'm going to be curious. Maybe we can find out, did he drive the bus over for Rogers tonight? Okay. Trevor Grant takes a snap. Play action. He throws complete out to Eli Brooks. Brooks has got some running room inside the 20, spins, and he will finally be taken down at the 12-yard line. Eli Brooks, and Donnie, that's, Eli always seems to make a play when you least expect it.
I like it. John, I've just noticed Rogers is playing a lot of guys both ways, so if we can keep them out on the field defensively, maybe that'll hurt them offensively later on.
So Eli Brooks now and Preston Seal, they're going to move to the left side of the formation. Grant takes a snap, gives to Ficklin. Ficklin trying to bounce it out. Now he's trying to push the pile. He'll get a couple, not much more, down to the 10.
So far, John, Chris's best runs have been when we've just hit him quick right in the middle. This Rogers defense is fast to the outside. I don't know that we're going to get much yardage on these outside zones like we normally can.
Yeah, I think that's a good point, Don. Anytime he's tried to bounce it out, these defenders for Rogers, too quick. Okay, 2nd down and 8 now. Ball's at the 10. Play action. And got Eli inside the 5. Touchdown Bentonville! Eli Brooks. There he is. There's your all-state tight end right there. And a good job by Trevor Grant to force that defender to come up to him to allow Eli Brooks to get behind him, ease a completion, and into the end zone. Ryan Fernstrom on now to attempt the point after. Jack Dunn to hold. Snap is back. Kick is up. And it's good. So with 3:16 left to go in the half, Bentonville 21, Rogers 14. Back in a moment on GoBentonvilleTigers.com.
First Western has been here since 1910. We've earned our reputation not just by what we do, but by the way we do it. We call it the First Western way. Come on in and see for yourself.
Welcome back to Bentonville Tiger Stadium here on the campus of Bentonville High School. The Tigers 21, Rogers 14 in what has been a back-and-forth affair here in the first half. Bentonville opened the game with a scoring drive. Rogers responds, and Rogers got out to a 14-7 lead before Bentonville tied it up 14-all, and Bentonville now has scored on their last two possessions to make it a 21-14 game with 3:16 left to go here in the first half of play. And Donnie, that looks like that is Ryan Fernstrom on now to kick it away here toward the south end zone. And Fernstrom,
he's going to get that one.
drive kick, and that is going to go into the end zone for the touchback.
So, John, Bentonville had that ball. That was a little more of a methodical drive for Bentonville than we've seen their first two touchdowns. I think I was telling you during the break, I actually kind of like that. It gave that defensive coaching staff some time to sit over there with the film up on the TV and probably make some in-game adjustments here. Let's see what the defense comes up with.
And the Mounties bring their offense on the field. 3:16 left to go in the half. Now, the Mounties did win the opening toss. They deferred their options, so they will get the ball to start the second half. Going to be real important for this Tiger defense to hold them here. Regan's going to keep it, and you know, he is able to get an initial push, and even when you hit him at the line of scrimmage, he's going to get 2 or 3 yards.
I ended up getting 4 there on that. It's a little zone read, but then he just follows the running back, and that running back just essentially is a lead blocker.
You know, it's kind of a power run game disguised as a spread, Donnie.
Yep.
Empty set, and Regan's going to keep it again over the right side. He's
right
broken
up the middle.
through, and boy, he's going to and he falls down.
23 was able to get him.
That is Eli Pearson. I was about to say, if Eli Pearson doesn't get him right there, he's going to go. But Rogers, he's able to give just enough of him to trip him up.
Rogers going fast now.
So the Mounties with tempo. They're going to put Braxton Lindsay in the backfield with Jeff Regan. Now
Lindsay's going to take
a direct snap. And
we got a false start. The quarterback turned up towards the line when he went in motion, and that is illegal procedure.
Yeah, Donnie, you know, the more and more you look at this Rogers offense, that's exactly what it is. They spread you out, but it is a power run game. They're going to get behind blockers and run it right at you. You just say, stop me.
Putting them behind the stick here, John. Bentonville's defense has got to keep Regan from using his feet here.
See quad receivers out there to the right. Regan rolls to his right. Now he's going to reverse field back to his
contained.
left. And once again, Regan.
I know it's hard for that end. He has got to just go upfield and stay there. You cannot crash in because he's going to pivot like that every time. That's twice now. If the end holds contained, we get him for a big loss. You just cannot crash down. With this type of quarterback, you have to play disciplined, and you cannot crash down on him.
So it was 1st and 15. Now it'll be 2nd down and 7. Gain of 8 on the play. Regan is going to give to number 4. That's Cam Cunningham. And he's going to push the pile forward, and Donnie, I think he's
short.
Be, well, just short of the line to gain. Gain of 6, needed 7. It'll be 3rd down and short now for Rogers. Regan runs to his left. He's going to throw to.
He dropped it.
Braxton Lindsay, and Lindsay, you can see he's got his hands on his head. He dropped what would have been a big gain. And possibly, if he could have broken a tackle, maybe a touchdown.
John, that play is going to be so hard to figure out how to stop, because if you come up, he's going to dump it to Lindsay, and if you cover Lindsay, he's just going to run it.
Well, don't think for a moment Rogers will not. They're going to come back to that over and over again. So you're right, Donnie. Bentonville will have to figure out a way to defend that. 4th down now for the Mounties. Boy, Bentonville needs a break right here. Regan takes a snap.
They get him. They tackle him. Get him down. Yeah.
Oh, the flag comes in late.
What's there to get flagged for?
We'll have to wait and see, but it appears right now Bentonville's defense has held, but and Rogers is saying it's on Bentonville. Oh, no. Face mask going to be called on the Tigers. So just when you thought you had a turnover on downs, it'll be a 15-yard mark-off.
I'd like to see that again, John, and see if there was a hand up in the face mask. I didn't see a head turn. And it was it was the referee right on the Rogers sideline that threw it.
Yeah, there were a lot of bodies down in there, Donnie. Okay, 1st and 10 Mounties from what it looks like to be the 13-yard line. Just like that big penalty against Rogers that kept the first Bentonville drive alive, a big penalty against the Tigers keeps this Rogers drive alive.
The clock should be running. He signaled the clock to start, and it was not started.
And Regan going to fake reverse. He's going to throw a pass, and Braxton Lindsey's going to catch that for a touchdown. Kind of a fake reverse, and once again, Braxton Lindsey just breaks open. Easy toss and catch. And the Mounties are a point away from tying this one up.
And John, what the hard part is, you had them stopped on 4th down. You did a good job of containment. Bail them out with a penalty. And then don't cover Lindsey.
Benson Ashley.
Bad snap
right there, and
yes.
That one is going to be knocked away. No good. No good on the extra point. And Donnie, in a game like this, that seems like one of those that may come back to haunt you. Okay, so minute 16 left in the half. Bentonville 21, Rogers 20. Let's go ahead and keep it right here for the final minute 16 in this half. But wow.
Now, John, both teams now have committed a major penalty on a 4th down to keep the other team's drive alive. Bentonville capitalized on our chance when Rogers kept alive. Rogers capitalizes on their chance there when they had a chance. When on a 4th down stop, Bentonville gets called for the face mask.
Okay, now remember last time, Donnie, Benson Ashley was kicking toward into this north wind, actually kicked it out of bounds.
Blew it out of bounds, yeah.
He's got a big leg. I'll see what happens right here. Bentonville could really use a big return.
Gonna be heads up here too, maybe a onside kick.
Donnie's that Conrad Schmidt deep.
Conrad's deep, yeah. He's
okay. He's sitting up,
only deep man back.
Sitting up about the 6-yard line.
Yeah, Mason and Dunn, the two up backs.
Yeah, and they're positioned right around the 24-yard line.
They're positioned like they think maybe a pooch kick this time.
This one is going to be high into the air.
Conrad
Schmidt is going to take it at about the 8. He's going to come back to his left, and he is going to break a tackle, but now a host of Mounties on him at around the 19-yard line. So good coverage that time by the Rogers Mounties. And Bentonville will have a minute 7 left to see. And Donnie, we've seen Bentonville score quickly.
And Bentonville only has the one timeout left, John. Used a couple earlier in this half. In this type of game, we've got the win. We've got to take a chance of getting down, at least trying to get in field goal range.
Okay. Twin receivers to the right and the left. Grant drops back, throws to his right.
Short hopped him.
Irvin III was the intended receiver, but Pass falls incomplete, 2nd and 10.
The other danger here, if you throw 3 straight incompletions, Rogers is going to give him a chance before halftime.
Both teams with 1 timeout remaining. Grant rolls his right now. He gets
little draw.
Ficklin back to the left. Ficklin, with 1 man to beat, 26 for Rogers, was able to make a shoestring tackle. And that was Troy Chandler.
John, that's that little sprint counter draw that we've seen work several times for Bentonville.
52 seconds, clock running. Trevor throws out to Ficklin.
Nice move by
and
Ficklin.
Ficklin makes a nice move.
Get out of bounds. Yep.
Nice job. Good heads-up play by Chris Ficklin to get out of bounds and stop that clock with 42 seconds left. Ball will be spotted at the 45-yard line of Bentonville. It'll be 1st and 10.
John, something we haven't talked a whole lot about. Chris Ficklin's hands in the backfield. He's probably one of the best receiving running backs Bentonville's had in a while. He is dangerous in the passing game, too.
Grant now rolls to his right. He's looking to throw. He steps up. He fires. Incomplete over the head of Jack Dunn, the intended receiver.
And Dunn stopped, and Mountie, the defender, went down. If he gets that ball down, that's a completion to Jack.
Now, Trevor throwing now with the wind at his back. And this quarter, as he's been throwing this direction, Donnie, we've seen a couple of balls sell on him. It's going to be Mason Hawkins, Jack Dunn. They'll split out to the left. Twin receivers set up to the right. Ficklin in the pistol formation. Trevor drops back. He's going to throw back to his left.
Mason.
He's got Mason Hawkins. It's complete at the 20, the
Touchdown.
10. Touchdown, Bentonville. Mason Hawkins. Touchdown, Bentonville. Wow.
John, we've been able to get people behind their defense tonight, and that time Trevor did not overthrow it. That was a beautifully thrown ball. Mason caught it right in stride, and they were not going to catch Mason Hawkins.
So Fernstrom on now to attempt the point after. His kick is up, and it's good with 30 seconds left to go in the half. Bentonville 28, Rogers 20. We're going to keep it right here for the final seconds here of the first half. What a response. Bentonville got the ball. Donnie, what was the time on the clock when Bentonville started that?
Was about a minute 10, minute 20?
About a minute 20. Yeah, I think it was about a minute 20. And as we said when they started the drive, we've seen them do it time and again this season. Score quickly, and they certainly did right there. Nice play call, great execution. And as we said earlier, Rogers will get the ball to start the second half. So I think that drive was huge right there.
Oh, we need a ball.
A great shot there. I was 36 days old the last time Rogers Mounties beat Bentonville football. Oh, that's a great T-shirt. One of our senior students right there. I think that's Oliver Kiesel.
Yes.
Yeah, great shirt, Oliver.
Yes, Mountie. Yep.
Okay. And Fernstrom's going to get this one away. It is going to be taken at the 11-yard line. And the return man, number 19 for Rogers, LaShawn Gachet. He's going to get, looks like, out to around the 30-yard line.
So, John, defensively here, you just cannot let anyone behind you. Make Rogers, make them catch it in front of you, tackle, keep them in bounds. Rogers does have one timeout left. You just cannot, you can't do what we just did. You cannot give up the big pass play. Wherever Lindsay is, 3 or 4 people should be on that. You can't do that, but you need to know where Jack Lindsay is.
Okay, 1st and 10 Rogers. Jeff Regan
Sorry, Braxton.
Hilton takes the snap. He's going to run to his right and
tackle him in bounds. He's still on his feet.
Well, they'll stop the clock with 15 seconds to move the chains. And once the chains are set, they'll restart. You can see Rogers' offense trying to get up and get set. Now, Bentonville's defense, Bentonville's defense needs to get ready. They're going to snap it quick.
I'm kind
of surprised. Inside of 10. No, they're still looking for a play.
They're just going to go to halftime. I'm shocked at that, John. After that big first down run, their coaches have they're put their hands up. They just decided to go into halftime.
Well, and that'll be the end of the first half. And at the end of the half, it is Bentonville 28, Rogers 20. Well, Donnie, that was quite an offensive shootout on both sides of the ball there in the first half. But the Bentonville Tigers, a touchdown and two-point conversion better going into the halftime locker room. All right, well, listen, we're going to run a few commercials. Donnie and I will come back and talk about the first half of play, and then we'll get you set for the start of the second half here in just a little while. You are watching Bentonville Tiger football on GoBentonvilleTigers.com.
Jack Links presents Messin' with Sasquatch.
Hey! Woo! Oh, missed me.
Jack Links Jerky, feed your wild side. Jack Links presents Messin' with Sasquatch.
Oh, look who it is. Mr. Sasquatch. Hey! Ooh, missed me. That's my truck.
Jack Links Jerky, feed your wild side.
Goodbye, paperwork. Hello, convenience. Buy your dream home with the convenience of the Arvest Home for Me app. Goodbye, limits. Hello, possibilities. Goodbye, 9 to 5. Hello, startup. So long, IOU. Hello, settled up. So long, someday. Hello, moving day. Finance and grow a business. Easily pay friends and quickly check loan status with digital tools from Arvest Bank. Goodbye, limits. Hello, possibilities.
The roof is the home's main defense against the elements, so services like upkeep, repairs, and upgrades are vital. David's Roofing is the only roofing contractor in Northwest Arkansas that has the prestigious Select Shingle Master rating from Certainty. With David's Roofing, your roof is in good hands.
When you're looking for a new car, you want to shop for a vehicle you love with an organization you trust. You've probably heard that McCarty Daniel means making deals, but what I'm inspired by the most is that McCarty Daniel means making a difference in our community. When you buy a vehicle with McCarty Daniel, you reinvest right here in the community, in our schools, in our little leagues, in our food banks, and our people. So you're not just making a purchase, you're making a difference too. Come see us at any of our 6 locations in Northwest Arkansas.
Jack Links Jerky, feed your wild side.
Foster Roofing has been assisting Arkansas homeowners as they've weathered every storm for over 30 years. Foster Roofing is a family-owned, locally operated company providing expert professional roofing services. For your roof repair, choose local, licensed, and professional. Choose Foster Roofing.
Absolute Janitorial Service is a family-owned and operated commercial cleaning company serving all of Northwest Arkansas. We have a long track record for exceptional service and clear communication. We clean multiple facility types, including office buildings, medical facilities, manufacturing plants, churches, schools, and much more. Give Absolute Janitorial Service a call today for a free quote and see what an absolute difference our services can make for your business.
Goodbye, paperwork. Hello, convenience. Buy your dream home with the convenience of the Arvest Home for Me app. Goodbye, limits. Hello, possibilities.
You like a drug to me, a luxury, my sugar and gold. I want the good life every good night. You're a hot one to hold. 'Cause you don't even know. I can make your hands clap. Said I can make your hands clap. Somebody save your soul, 'cause you've been sinning in the city. I know too many troubles. All these lovers got you losing control. You like a drug to me, a luxury, my sugar and gold.
Jack Links presents Messin' with Sasquatch.
Oh no!
Jack Links Jerky. Feed your wild side.
When you're looking for a new car, you want to shop for a vehicle you love with an organization you trust. You've probably heard that McCarty Daniel means making deals, but what I'm inspired by the most is that McCarty Daniel means making a difference in our community. When you buy a vehicle with McCarty Daniel, you reinvest right here in the community, in our schools, in our little leagues, in our food banks, and our people. So you're not just making a purchase, you're making a difference too. Come see us at any of our 6 locations in Northwest Arkansas.
At Grand Savings Bank, we're committed to supporting and growing with our communities by sponsoring local teams and offering a comprehensive suite of financial services, all tailored to meet your needs. Join us in supporting our teams and experience banking to help you live grand. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
And I'm going to need your customer number, account number, and ID number.
Ever get the feeling you're treated like a number instead of a person?
You know the difference between these numbers? Can't help me at all?
Some places can make you feel like a number. Your bank shouldn't be one of them.
Maria, how are you doing?
At Legacy National Bank, we believe in relationships and taking the time to get to know you and your goals. You're never a number at Legacy National Bank. Your legacy starts here.
Foster Roofing has been assisting Arkansas homeowners as they've weathered every storm for over 30 years. Foster Roofing is a family-owned, locally operated company providing expert professional roofing services. For your roof repair, choose local, licensed, and professional. Choose Foster Roofing.
First Western has been here since 1910. We've earned our reputation not just by what we do, but by the way we do it. We call it the First Western way.
Come on in and see for yourself.
Jack Links presents Messin' with Sasquatch.
Oh! Hey! Woo! Oh, missed me.
Jack Links Jerky. Feed your wild side. Jack Links presents Messin' with Sasquatch.
Oh, look who it is. Mr. Sasquatch. Oh, hey! Ooh, missed me. That's my truck.
Jack Links Jerky. Feed your wild side.
Goodbye, paperwork. Hello, convenience. Buy your dream home with the convenience of the Arvest Home for Me app. Goodbye, limits. Hello, possibilities. Goodbye, 9 to 5. Hello, startup. So long, IOU. Hello, settled up. So long, someday. Hello, moving day. Finance and grow a business. Easily pay friends and quickly check loan status with digital tools from Arvest Bank. Goodbye, limits. Hello, possibilities.
The roof is a home's main defense against the elements, so services like upkeep, repairs, and upgrades are vital. David's Roofing is the only roofing contractor in Northwest Arkansas that has the prestigious Select Shingle Master rating from Certainty. With David's Roofing, your roof is in good hands.
When you're looking for a new car, you want to shop for a vehicle you love with an organization you trust. You've probably heard that McCarty Daniel means making deals, but what I'm inspired by the most is that McCarty Daniel means making a difference in our community. When you buy a vehicle with McCarty Daniel, you reinvest right here in the community, in our schools, in our little leagues, in our food banks, and our people. So you're not just making a purchase, you're making a difference too. Come see us at any of our 6 locations in Northwest Arkansas.
Jack Link's Jerky, feed your wild side.
Foster Roofing has been assisting Arkansas homeowners as they've weathered every storm for over 30 years. Foster Roofing is a family-owned, locally operated company providing expert professional roofing services. For your roof repair, choose local, licensed, and professional. Choose Foster Roofing.
Absolute Janitorial Service is a family-owned and operated commercial cleaning company serving all of Northwest Arkansas. We have a long track record for exceptional service and clear communication. We clean multiple facility types, including office buildings, medical facilities, manufacturing plants, churches, schools, and much more. Give Absolute Janitorial Service a call today for a free quote and see what an absolute difference our services can make for your business.
Goodbye, paperwork. Hello, convenience. Buy your dream home with the convenience of the Arvest Home for Me app. Goodbye, limits. Hello, possibilities.
You like a drug to me, a luxury, my sugar and gold. I want the good life every good night. You're a hot one to hold. 'Cause you don't even know. I can make your hands clap. Said I can make your hands clap. Somebody save your soul 'cause you've been sinning in the city. I know too many troubles. All these lovers got you losing control. You like a drug to me, a luxury, my sugar and gold.
Jack Links presents Messin' with Sasquatch.
Oh
no! Jack Links Jerky, feed your wild side.
When you're looking for a new car, you want to shop for a vehicle you love with an organization you trust. You've probably heard that McCarty Daniel means making deals, but what I'm inspired by the most is that McCarty Daniel means making a difference in our community. When you buy a vehicle with McCarty Daniel, you reinvest right here in the community, in our schools, in our little leagues, in our food banks, and our people. So you're not just making a purchase, you're making a difference too. Come see us at any of our 6 locations in Northwest Arkansas.
At Grand Savings Bank, we're committed to supporting and growing with our communities by sponsoring local teams and offering a comprehensive suite of financial services, all tailored to meet your needs. Join us in supporting our teams and experience banking to help you live grand. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
And I'm going to need your customer number, account number, and ID number.
Ever get the feeling you're treated like a number instead of a person?
You know the difference between these numbers? Can't help me at all?
Some places can make you feel like a number. Your bank shouldn't be one of them.
Maria, how are you doing?
At Legacy National Bank, we believe in relationships and taking the time to get to know you and your goals. You're never a number at Legacy National Bank. Your legacy starts here.
Foster Roofing has been assisting Arkansas homeowners as they've weathered every storm for over 30 years. Foster Roofing is a family-owned, locally operated company providing expert professional roofing services. For your roof repair, choose local, licensed, and professional. Choose Foster Roofing.
First Western has been here since 1910. We've earned our reputation not just by what we do, but by the way we do it. We call it the First Western way.
Come on in and see for yourself.
Jack Links presents Messin' with Sasquatch.
Oh! Hey! Woo! Oh, missed me.
Jack Links Jerky, feed your wild side. Jack Links presents Messin' with Sasquatch.
Oh, look who it is! Mr. Sasquatch! Missed me. That's my truck.
Jack Links Jerky. Feed your wild side.
Goodbye, paperwork. Hello, convenience. Buy your dream home with the convenience of the Arvest Home for Me app. Goodbye, limits. Hello, possibilities. Goodbye, 9 to 5. Hello, startup. So long, IOU. Hello, settled up. So long, someday. Hello, moving day. Finance and grow a business. Easily pay friends and quickly check loan status with digital tools from Arvest Bank. Goodbye, limits. Hello, possibilities.
All right, we are back here in Bentonville where it is halftime. The Bentonville Tigers up on the Rogers Mounties 28-20. John McElroy, Donnie Payne here with you. And Donnie, what a back-and-forth affair in the first half between these two teams.
That's right.
Oh, sorry, Donnie.
That's right, John. I think each team has punted once. Other than that, the offenses have been moving up and down the field. John, we talked about it. Rogers did win the toss. They're going to get the opening kick. That touchdown with 30 seconds left on the clock there, John, 21-20, hitting that big play to Mason Hawkins and opening this lead up to 8 points. That could be one of the big plays of this game, because now even if Rogers scores, John, they're going to have to go for two if they want to tie it. That missed extra point, and then Bentonville being able to hit with 30 seconds left, going up a full 8 points on Rogers here. And hopefully, we've talked about it before, our coaches are some of the best at making halftime adjustments, so that defense will probably figure some stuff out.
All right. Well, listen, folks, you can see about 4 minutes left till the teams come back out. We're going to take one last commercial break, and when we return, we'll try to go down to the field, get a word with Coach Grant, talking about the first half. We'll be back in just a moment on GoBentonvilleTigers.com.
The roof is a home's main defense against the elements, so services like upkeep, repairs, and upgrades are vital. David's Roofing is the only roofing contractor in Northwest Arkansas that has a prestigious Select Shingle Master rating from Certainty. With David's Roofing, your roof is in good hands.
When you're looking for a new car, you want to shop for a vehicle you love with an organization you trust. You've probably heard that McCarty Daniel means making deals, but what I'm inspired by the most is that McCarty Daniel means making a difference in our community. When you buy a vehicle with McCarty Daniel, you reinvest right here in the community, in our schools, in our little leagues, in our food banks, and our people. So you're not just making a purchase, you're making a difference too. Come see us at any of our 6 locations in Northwest Arkansas.
Jack Links Jerky. Feed your wild side.
Foster Roofing has been assisting Arkansas homeowners as they've weathered every storm for over 30 years. Foster Roofing is a family-owned, locally operated company providing expert professional roofing services. For your roof repair, choose local, licensed, and professional. Choose Foster Roofing.
Absolute Janitorial Service is a family-owned and operated commercial cleaning company serving all of Northwest Arkansas. We have a long track record for exceptional service and clear communication. We clean multiple facility types, including office buildings, medical facilities, manufacturing plants, churches, schools, and much more. Give Absolute Janitorial Service a call today for a free quote and see what an absolute difference our services can make for your business.
Goodbye, paperwork. Hello, convenience. Buy Buy your dream home with the convenience of the Arvest Home for Me app. Goodbye, limits. Hello, possibilities.
You like a drug to me, a luxury, my sugar and gold. I want the good life every good night. You're a hot one to hold. 'Cause you don't even know I can make your hands clap.
Okay, we are back here in Bentonville where we are just moments away from the start of the second half. You can see the Rogers Mounties making their way back onto the field, and we are waiting the Bentonville Tigers, and we're going to check in with our sideline reporter Megan Verkamp, who will try to get a word with head coach Jody Grant. And looks like the Bentonville Tigers now are beginning to make their way out of the Tiger Athletic Complex. And as soon as Coach Grant comes out, we'll get Megan down there, see if we get a word about that first half. 28-20, Tigers on top, and it looks like we've got Coach Grant now. Megan, are you with us?
Hi guys, I'm here with Coach Grant. Coach Grant, offense was able to put some points on the board with some big plays. Defense got going with some stops in the second quarter, but as a whole, Jeff Regan, their quarterback, has kind of been dominating with his run game. So what's the plan going into the second half to stop him?
Well, stopping him is a big chore. That dude's very talented, and so we've just got to be better tacklers. We got to get off blocks. And you know, we got to, I mean, that's what this boils down to, is we got to be able to control him and number 14, both very talented young men that have kind of dominated their offense the first half. So we talked to our guys about that. We got to be better in the second half and see what happens.
Thank you so much. Good luck. Thanks, guys.
All right, thank you so much, Megan Verkamp with head coach Jody Grant. And, well, Donnie, you heard Coach Grant right there. You know, they talked to him about containing Jeff Reagan and number 14, Braxton Lindsay, that have really accounted for the vast majority of Rogers' offense. And so it'd be interesting to see what sort of adjustments that Bentonville defense makes. And as Megan said down there, you know, Bentonville's defense in that second quarter, you could see adjustments were made. They were starting to make some stops. But I'll tell you what, it's going to be a tough second half of football trying to keep those guys in check.
That's right, John. Regan, we saw him a couple of times make plays with his feet where Bentonville, the edge rusher, collapsed in, and Regan was able to spin back around. And I know they talked to him about that containment, contain. Haven't missed too many tackles tonight, but Coach Grant still talking about need to tackle. And I'm sure they talked to that secondary, Braxton Lindsay. I think he's targeted maybe two other receivers, but most of the time, especially when he's scrambling and he's under pressure, he's looking for wherever Braxton Lindsay is. And they've got to be aware of that, because a couple of times he's thrown that ball back across his body to Lindsay. Those are the ones that you can pick off if you keep coverage on Lindsay.
Yeah, but you know, the thing about Lindsay, he's 6'3". He's a tall guy. But you've got to find a way to just stay in front of him, knock the ball away, do something, because if you can shut down Lindsay and you can contain Jeff Regan, let's face it, Don, you're going to come out on top at the end of the night on this one. Those are the two guys you have to account for in this Rogers offense. Well, the teams, it looks like they have finished their mandatory 3-minute warm-up period before we start the second half. Hey, let's go ahead. One other coach we want to feature tonight, running backs coach David Pollard. And you see the things, played at BB High School, running back, linebacker, played football at the University of Central Arkansas, where he's a running back. 31 years of coaching experience, Donnie, 20 of those at Bentonville. And, you know, just on a personal note, David and I, over the years here at Bentonville, we've become good friends, and you will not meet a finer man than David Pollard and his wife, Mark Martine. She's very active in our community, vice president for Blue Cross Blue Shield, chairman of the Bentonville Chamber of Commerce, on the board of X&A, just so involved in our community, and two wonderful children, Denise, who's a sophomore at BHS, and Nelson. I got an opportunity to coach him in youth football, 5th grade at Brightfield, but we just really appreciate the work that David Pollard does day in and day out with these young men. He's just been great for this entire program. Okay, so we are set to start the second half. Ryan Fernstrom to kick it away. Fernstrom's kick is going to go into the end zone. Benefits from that north wind. Looks like it's coming out at a pretty good pace there, Donnie, looking across the way at the flags. Pretty nice breeze from the north.
And kicking towards the scoreboard. That's the way you want to be kicking.
So it'll be 1st and 10. 1st and 10 Mounties at their own 20. Jeff Regan, the Mountie quarterback. He's going to line up with no backs in the backfield. Regan is going to take off to his right, and Regan finds a little hole, slips through, and he'll pick up 5 yards on first down. Noah Nunley, the first Tiger in on the stop, and it'll be 2nd down and 5.
I have noticed, John, wherever the H-back lines up, he runs the H-back is coming across. So they are always running to the opposite side where the H-back is lined up when it's those quarterback powers.
On 2nd and 5 now, Regan drops back. He's looking to his left. Now he's going to throw down the middle. He's got a wide open receiver. Can't connect. That is number 6, Cooper Daniel. When Cooper Daniel was wide open.
Yeah, that was a blown coverage there, John, and Bentonville gets lucky.
So 3rd down and 5 now for the Mounties on their first offensive possession to start the second half.
See, Bentonville has a chance here to make a 3rd down stop.
Was that Lindsey lined up with Regan in the backfield?
It is.
It is. Now he's going to motion out. Regan's going to drop back. He's going to fire. Pass was intended for number 2, Drayson Vogt. And pass was thrown a little high. Vogt couldn't come down with it. So that'll be 4th down for the Mounties.
That's how we want to start right there, John.
So a great start for the Tiger defense as the Mounties will send their punting unit onto the field.
Kicking into this wind, too, so Bentonville should get pretty good field position here.
Gotta be careful right here. You can't have anybody jump on a 4th and 5, Donnie.
That's true.
Gotta be careful here. Okay, snap is back.
Blocked.
It is blocked.
It's blocked. Just fall on it. Bentonville's ball.
And number 21 for Bentonville.
I don't know why they're wrestling around. That is Bentonville's ball. Don't start pulling people off the patio.
Aiden Muff comes up with the football after the block. And the Bentonville Tigers are going to have great field position for their first possession of the second half.
Sorry, John, that was an added rule a couple years ago. Bentonville started pulling Rogers players off. They could have been flagged for a 15-yard penalty there, but the referee did not throw it.
So the Tigers are going to have the ball at the Mountie 27-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10. Trevor Grant will bring the offense onto the field. He'll set up 2 receivers, Urban III and Jack Dunn to the right. That's Conrad Smith, excuse me. Grant's going to throw, and that is Mason Hawkins with a great catch. Wow, what a catch. Number 19 for the Mounties was on the coverage, LaShawn Gochette. He was kind of pleading his case, but a great catch by Mason Hawkins. 1st and goal, Tigers at the 6. Grant takes a snap. He's going to throw to Hawkins. Mason inside the 5. Touchdown, Bentonville. Flag comes out.
I think we're going to get called for an illegal block, John.
A flag comes out as Hawkins crosses the goal line. And number 8. They're going to call Conrad Schmidt for holding. Donnie, I saw Conrad Schmidt, and to me, it looked like a good block. I think receivers, Donnie, sometimes get punished for good downfield blocking.
I agree
and honestly,
with that.
I believe that's what happened to Conrad Schmidt right there. It was a great block, but maybe just a little too good in the referee's opinion. Okay, so 1st and goal, ball's backed up to the 16-yard line. Man comes in motion. Grant now, he's going to roll to his left. He's looking for somebody to throw to. Now he's just going to throw it away. Good decision by Trevor Grant right there. Flag comes in late.
We're going to get number 63 is at about 12 yards downfield, John. That's going to be an illegal man downfield.
That's Taz Goodman. And they're going to get Taz Goodman for lineman downfield.
So that's going to back us up another 5.
Well,
so 1st and goal from the 6. Now it's 1st and goal from the 21. Or Rogers may decline the penalty and make it 2nd down. Oh, they did take it.
Yeah, Donnie, I'm not going to question you too much there, but if you can have the opportunity to back them up. I think you got to. Yeah, I think that's probably a good take there by Rogers.
Well, I saw the down.
Yeah.
He started to move back, and then he went back forward, and I thought, well, maybe they.
I would have been surprised if they would have declined that.
Me too.
All right. Well, 1st and goal, this time from the 21. Hey, just hit Mason Hawkins again.
Right.
Trevor Grant takes a snap. Give goes to Fickle of the right
Big
side.
hole.
Ficklen's got it to 10 to 5. Touchdown, Bentonville. Chris Ficklin from 21 yards out. Or you can just hand it to Chris Ficklin.
John, finally some big running room for Ficklin. Bentonville hitting these deep shots that Rogers defense is having to cover now, and there you saw the result of being able to pass the ball. Chris Ficklin breaks off the big 21-yard run.
Huge hole over the right side of that offensive line. Caleb Schwager, the tackle, John Brandenburg. Snap is back on the extra point. Kick is up, and it is good. So with 10:52 left to go, 3rd quarter play, Bentonville on top, 35-20. Back in a moment on GoBentonvilleTigers.com.
You like a drug to me, a luxury, my sugar and gold. I want the good life every good night. You're a hot one to hold. 'Cause you don't even know. I can make your hands clap. Said I can make your hands clap. Somebody save your soul 'cause you've been sinning in the city. I know too many troubles. All these lovers got you losing control. You like a drug to me, a luxury, my sugar and gold.
Welcome back to Tiger Stadium on the campus of Bentonville High School, where your Bentonville Tigers have just taken a 35-20 lead. A 21-yard touchdown run by Chris Ficklin. Donnie, we just featured running backs coach David Pollard, who does such a great job year in, year out with these guys running the football. But, Chris Ficklin, go back to last week, had over 170 yards rushing against Fayetteville. And I talked to David the next day and said, man, that was the quietest 170 yards I think I've ever seen. But he just gets it done, both Coach Pollard and Chris Ficklin, week in, week out.
Yes, he does. And, John, I didn't even realize he had 170 yards, like you said, until I looked at the box score.
Yes.
So, but that big run there, if he can start breaking out, we saw him starting at the end of the 2nd quarter hitting some big runs. Just broke that one, so get another stop here and start giving them maybe. And plus, like I said, Rogers, John, they're running a lot of guys both ways. We can start wearing them down maybe.
Good point. Okay, 1st and 10 for the Mounties at their own 20. Regan, the Rogers quarterback, he's going to take it, keep it over the right side. He's going to cut back to the left. And once again, Jeff Regan, there's no question he's the leading rusher right now for the Rogers Mounties.
He's got to be he's probably well over 100 yards.
Boy, it is old style football right here. It's in a spread look, but it is just old, line it up, snap it to me, run it. 1st and 10 Rogers at the 31. Regan rolls to his right, trying to get outside. Cameron Thornton
Didn't get him down.
Kind of riding him right there, but it takes Connor Davis comes up.
John, you saw there, Cameron caught him at the line of scrimmage. Obviously, he's not very big, but obviously he is very strong because one man is not bringing him down.
3-yard pickup on first down. It'll be 2nd and 7 at the Mountie 34-yard line. Twin receivers to either side of the formation. Regan now looking to throw, looking to his left. He's throwing downfield.
Parker Schatzman.
And Parker Schatzman gets the first turnover of the game. Parker Schatzman with a big fumble recovery last week against Fayetteville, and he comes up big for the Bentonville Tigers right there.
And Regan just threw that up, John, trying to get it to Lindsey, but we talked about it. He threw that back across his body and into this wind. It hung up, and Parker Schatzman, the ex-receiver, was able to go up and high point that ball and come down with the interception.
Well, Donnie, you remember you and I were in the hallway this morning and got a chance to visit with Parker Schatzman, and I'll tell you what, as we were visiting this morning with that young man, you could tell he was locked in for tonight, and comes up big right there for the Tigers. Now let's see if this offense can capitalize. Trevor Krantz going to go empty set. He's got bunch trips to the right side. Now he's going to motion, and
Rogers jumped off sides, John.
Rogers jumps across into the neutral zone. It'll be a free 5 for the Tigers, but Donnie, I'm afraid though, Bentonville kind of showed its hand right there. It looks like they were going to motion Trevor Grant out, bring in Mason Hawkins to take the snap.
Yeah,
and Rogers might have got a preview of, this is one of those situations a lot where the offense will take a shot.
We're coming out in that same formation, so.
Well, let's see. Single high safety for the Mounties. Trevor Grant's going to motion out as a wide receiver. Mason Hawkins now will take the snap. He rolls to his right. He's looking to throw. And
wide open.
Oh, wow. And he had a wide open Chris Ficklin, but give credit to number 19 of Rogers, LaShawn Gatchett. That young man came over, got a hand up, and tipped it. If he doesn't tip that ball, Chris Ficklin's going to catch it and walk into the end zone.
Well, John, that's Mason's first incompletion on the year. I think he was 5 for 5 going to that pass right there.
Yeah, and a pretty good throw back across his body. But Gatchett with the great defensive play right there. So it'll be 2nd and 10 now. Grant takes a snap, gives to Ficklin. Ficklin.
3rd and 1.
Yeah, I tell you what, love to see Chris right there fighting for just, he knows where the line to gain is, and he was doing everything he could to make that line. But he comes up just a little short, but makes it 3rd and short now for the Tigers.
Preston Seal coming in, John. We're going to our 2 tight end package here. Probably would not shock me if it's just a power straight run to Ficklin here, try to get that yard.
Well, it's straight up pistol formation. Ficklin lined up directly behind Trevor Grant. Takes a snap, gives to Ficklin, and gets right behind Eli Brooks. Eli Brooks leads the way, and Chris Ficklin makes the first down. And Donnie, what a nice job of blocking by Eli Brooks.
And good patience by Chris there. He stopped and let the blocks get set up.
Tigers wanting to run some tempo now. Ficklin's going to take the jet sweep.
He's
going to cut it back. And he's still on his feet, Donnie. Look at Chris Ficklin go. And he's going to get down to the 31. It looked like he was initially stopped for a short gain. Kept his feet, gets down to the 31-yard line where it's 2nd short.
Braxton Lindsey on that tackle, John, and he's slow getting up. He looks gassed right now.
I'm sure he is. Grant,
throwback
pitch. Good catch by Eli Brooks. And Eli Brooks is going to get down close to the 20. Nice play call. Really like what the Tigers are doing, mixing it up right now.
Yeah, John, that Rogers defense has been super aggressive. We're starting to use that against them on these counters.
And Donnie, you mentioned it a while ago, making them run sideline to sideline, trying to wear them down a little bit. Grant now gives to Ficklin, and Ficklin gets inside the 20, close to the 19. That'll be pickup of 3.
Jackson Ruth got a hold of that leg, John, and you saw Chris, if he gets his leg free there, he's going to burst for some big yardage.
Hawkins and Dunn split out to the left. Blair from the third splits to the right. Now, Dunn comes in motion. Pass goes to Blair from the third. He makes a man miss. He's inside the 10. Irvin the third still in bounds. He'll get run out of bounds at around the 5. And Donnie, just what you were saying earlier, you can tell right now that Rogers defense, they are gassed.
Hands on hips. And guys, it's because a lot of their secondary, they're playing both ways. And you're starting to see them wear down.
Those tackles that were hard to break in the first and second quarter, a little easier to break right now. And Irvin third made a great move. First and goal to go for you Tigers. Give goes to Ficklin over the left side. Touchdown Bentonville! Chris Ficklin over the left side of that offensive line, and Bentonville's going to extend their lead 41-20. Wyatt Files and Taz Goodman and center Phillip Mills getting it done on the left side of the offensive line.
John, you couldn't have scripted a better start to this third quarter for Bentonville.
And the kick by Fernstrom is up, and it is good. So it's 7:37 left to go. Third quarter play. Bentonville 42, Rogers 20. Back in a moment on GoBentonvilleTigers.com.
Jack Links presents Messin' with Sasquatch.
Oh
no! Jack Links Jerky. Feed your wild side.
When you're looking for a new car, you want to shop for a vehicle you love with an organization you trust. You've probably heard that McCarty Daniel means making deals, but what I'm inspired by the most is that McCarty Daniel means making a difference in our community. When you buy a vehicle with McCarty Daniel, you reinvest right here in the community, in our schools, in our little leagues, in our food banks, and our people. So you're not just making a purchase, you're making a difference too. Come see us at any of our 6 locations in Northwest Arkansas.
Welcome back to Tiger Stadium. And Bentonville kick is going to go into the end zone for the touchback. Donnie, you said it during the break. You could not have scripted a better start for the Bentonville Tigers here in this third quarter. And whatever was said, whatever adjustments were made by the coaching staff of the Bentonville Tigers, boy, has it been successful here in the first part of the third quarter.
3 and out and a big touchdown, interception, and another touchdown.
But still, a lot of time for this potent Mountie offense. Jeff Regan now. He'll set up with the running back in the backfield. Gibbs going to go to the running back, and that is number 15, Jack Harrell, on the carry. Parker Schatzman coming in from his safety position on the stop. 6-yard pickup on first down to be 2nd and 4. Reagan now, he's going to keep it himself and spins out. Wow. There's a hold.
That's going to be a hold on their receiver.
Donnie, I was just about to say, if they're going to call that hold a while ago in Bentonville, they've got to call that. And they did.
Yeah, number 9 definitely had his hand outside.
But Donnie, I still think that I think that's still going to be a first down. Ball is, the call was made at the 41. I think they're going to back it up to 31, but that should be a 1st and 10. Seven minutes, 2 seconds left to go. Now they're going to back it up
to the 30, but it'll be 1st and 10.
Yeah, needed 30 was the line to gain.
Hold happened on the 40. Put it all ball on the 30, so it will be still a first down for Rogers.
That's going to be a false start on the Mounties. That'll back them up 5 more. Okay, so after the walk-off, that's going to put the ball back at the 25-yard line. It'll be 1st and 15 Mounties. They're going to go quad receivers to the right side, single receiver to the left. Now Regan, he's
down.
He's going to be taken down. He started falling, but
Cam Mead.
Is that Cameron Thornton Mead? Yeah, number 2, Cameron Thornton Mead. Take him down. That's a loss of about 6, and that's going to make it 2nd down and 21. Like the Mounties are going to line up the same formation. Regan looking to his right, throws deep, and
intercepted.
That is going to be picked off. That is A.J. Looney. A.J. Looney with the interception. And the Tigers are pouring it on right now, Donnie. Just a moment, we're going to try to go down to Megan Verkamp for a sideline report. As soon as we get a break in the action, I'd like to just hear what the vibe is right now on the Bentonville sideline after a couple of scores, couple of turnovers. So when we get a chance, we'll go down there and check in with her. 1st and 10 Tigers now. Ball's at the Tiger 48-yard line. Trevor Grant takes a snap. Play action. Pass is complete to, is that Conrad Schmidt? Yeah. Breaks an initial tackle, but is kind of gobbled up there after a short pickup of 2.
He stopped and go, and he stopped and went a couple of times, John. At one point, I think he just needs to plant his feet and get upfield and get what he could get. Picked up 2 there.
Well, the ball is going to be spotted right at the midfield stripe. And this time, trip receivers will go out to the left. This time, Grant drops straight back. He's looking. He's going across the middle. Blair the third pulls it in at the 21-yard line. What a beautiful throw and catch. Hey, and you can see Trevor Grant getting his offense down there. He's feeling it right now.
They're going.
He is
going tempo here.
So quickly to the line of scrimmage. Grant gives to Chris Ficklin. He's following his blocker. He bounces it out. Now he cuts back in. He bounces it out again. He's inside the 5, and Ficklin's at the pylon.
They're going to say he stepped out.
And they're going to say he's out of bounds. Looks like right around the 2-yard line.
2-yard line.
Boy, what a nice, nifty run by Chris Ficklin. Donnie, he's showing you how he got that 170-plus yards last week. He's eating it up right now. And I'll tell you what, number 0, he'd be the first one to give credit to that Bentonville offensive line. 1st and goal Tigers from the 2. Give goes to Ficklin, and Ficklin's fighting. I think he got it in.
No,
I think he stretched it out.
Yeah.
I'm going to tell you what, Donnie, if there was replay, I'd be throwing the challenge flag. The play is under further review because I think he stretched it out and got in, but they said he was short. They actually marked it at the 1-yard line. So give him a yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and goal from the 1.
Yeah, if Chris can get one in here, I think it'll be his 3rd rushing touchdown tonight.
I think you're absolutely correct. And he's got big Eli Brooks set up over there to the left side. Now Eli Brooks and Preston Seal are going to set up to the right.
And they
goes to Ficklin on the left side, and he's in for the touchdown! Touchdown, Bentonville! Number 0, Chris Ficklin.
And John, they brought everyone to the right side, heavy package, and then they ran it to the left where everyone had just pulled from. So a little misdirection there.
I see Phillip Mills, number 57, coming off, and he is fired up. Hey, we're going to keep it right here after the extra point attempt. We're going to try to go down to Megan Verkamp to see what it's like down there on the sidelines. Extra point is up. It is good. Bentonville up now 49 20 over the Rogers Mounties. Let's go down. Megan, are you with us down there?
I'm here, and the sideline is electric, like always. 2 interceptions and 3 touchdowns in just the third quarter itself, and we still got 4 minutes and 14 seconds to go. One of the best things about being on the sideline is seeing these guys celebrate, and they are happy, and they are jumping and celebrating, and it's so much fun to watch. And we still got another quarter, so I'm excited.
Yeah, and Megan, you talked with Coach Grant there at halftime. You got a word with him and asked him about, how are you going to account for Jeff Regan in this second half? And so far, whatever adjustments they made at halftime seem to be working.
Completely agree. I think Jeff has only ran for, I would say, about 15 yards maybe, and one of those were called back for holding, so it's been a good defensive half.
All right, thank you so much, Megan. We may come back to you in a little while.
Thank you.
Thank you for what you do. All right, back to action here.
And John, kick went out of bounds, so
the Mounties will have it on their own 35-yard line after the penalty is assessed. Well, Donnie, the halftime score was 28-20 Bentonville, and 21 straight points. And if you go back to the first half, 28 unanswered points?
I think so, yeah, because Rogers went ahead 14-7.
Jeff Regan now, quarterback keeps it over the left side. He's got a lot of running room. He's going to be hit as he crosses the 40. He's going to pick up 6 yards.
But John, you saw what has gotten Rogers in trouble the second half has been when they've been in 3rd and long, and Bentonville knows it's got to be a pass down the field, and Regan has thrown 2 interceptions. 2nd and 4 now.
Regan's going to hand it to the running back. He's going to be hit at the line of scrimmage. They'll give him maybe a half yard on the play. It looks like, well, there's a little extracurricular going on right there. The officials quick to break that one up. And it is 3rd down and 3 now for the Mounties at their own 42. Third and 3. Trip receiver's right, single receiver to the left. Regan drops back. Now he's going to run to his left. He's got all kinds of room, and Eli Pearson is going to bring him down, but not until he gets inside of Tiger territory down at the 48.
John, our end on the right side here again just crashed down instead of maintaining containment. First 2 drives we've contained him. That time the rush just crushed in, and Regan escaped and was able to turn the corner for a big gain.
1st and 10 Mounties at the Tiger 48. Regan gives to Jack Harold, and Harold's going to pick up about 3 yards down to the 45-yard line.
If I'm Bentonville here, John, I don't mind them just running the ball 3 or 4 yards. They're down 29, and this is going to consume a lot of time.
2 minutes, 16 seconds, clock rolling here in the 3rd quarter. Regan's going to hand to Cam Cunningham. He's going to be tackled from behind after a 3-yard pickup, and that'll make it 3rd down and 4. Yeah, I tell you what, Donnie, you're exactly right. Bentonville's going to let Rogers do this the rest of the night. And as long as Bentonville can continue to score like they have been, they're not going to have a problem with this. All right, 3rd down and 4. Bentonville defense showing pressure. Regan's going to run over the right side. He's got a big hole. He could go, Donnie, and he is. 10-5, touchdown, Rogers.
What you couldn't allow is just that quick, big play right there.
Well, Donnie, it looked to me like Bentonville was bringing pressure right there, and once the pressure missed, there was nobody behind to catch Jeff Regan. So the Rogers Mounties, with their first score of the second half, coming with 1:20 left to go in the third quarter of play. Benson Ashley on to attempt the point after. And Ashley's kick is up, and it's good. Okay, so with 1:20 left to go, third quarter play, Bentonville on top 49-27. Back in a moment on GoBentonvilleTigers.com.
At Grand Savings Bank, we're committed to supporting and growing with our communities by sponsoring local teams and offering a comprehensive suite of financial services, all tailored to meet your needs. Join us in supporting our teams and experience banking to help you live grand. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
And I'm going to need your customer number, account number, and ID number.
Ever get the feeling you're treated like a number instead of a person?
You know the difference between these numbers? Can't help me at all?
Some places can make you feel like a number. Your bank shouldn't be one of them.
Maria, how are you doing?
At Legacy National Bank, we believe in relationships and taking the time to get to know you and your goals. You're never a number at Legacy National Bank. Your legacy starts here.
Okay, we are back here at Tiger Stadium, where we are anticipating Rogers doing an onside kick. Got all of our hands, guys. Saw him there in the monitor, kind of up front there. So
if he does kick it deep, we still got to recover it downfield.
Benson Ashley, and he is going to onside it.
Get on it.
The ball is on the ground, and it's still on the ground.
Got it.
Rogers is going to recover. Hit off a couple of Bentonville players, and the Rogers Mounties, they're going to have the ball now at the 50-yard line.
John can't relax here. I mean, that ball went right off of a Bentonville player, and two Bentonville players had a chance to jump on it, and Rogers ends up getting it. The defense has got to come up big here, John. You cannot allow another quick score.
22-point lead for the Bentonville Tigers. But the Rogers Mounties only a couple of big plays from getting right back into this ball game. Regan takes the snap, gives to Cam Cunningham, who is going to be bottled up, but he's going to pick up close to 7 yards. Well, they'll call it 6 on first down, 2nd and 4. Under a minute now left to go, third quarter play. Give goes to the running back. Cam Cunningham. Pickup of 6. It'll be 1st and 10 Rogers. Ball.
Bad snap.
And
Regan's going
to fall on it all the way back at the Rogers 41-yard line. Donnie, for Rogers trying to get back in the game right there, I think that was one of the biggest plays of the game.
Right.
And that ball wasn't just snapped a little high. That
was
looked like a punter snap, a deep snap, well over the head. So
looks like Rogers.
2nd and 31.
They're not going to run a play here, John. They're going to let it go to the fourth quarter.
I am not sure why down 22 you would not want to get as many plays in as possible, but that is going to be the end of the third quarter here in Bentonville. We played 3. The Tigers up 49-27. Back for the fourth quarter here in just a moment on GoBentonvilleTigers.com.
Foster Roofing has been assisting Arkansas homeowners as they've weathered every storm for over 30 years. Foster Roofing is a family-owned, locally operated company providing expert professional roofing services. For your roof repair, choose local, licensed, and professional. Choose Foster Roofing.
First Western has been here since 1910. We've earned our reputation not just by what we do, but by the way we do it. We call it the First Western way.
Come on in and see for yourself.
Okay, we're back here at Tiger Stadium where we're moments away from getting the fourth quarter underway. Bentonville with a 22-point lead. But Donnie, I don't know about you, but the way this Rogers offense has been able to put points on the board this season, I'm not real comfortable just yet.
No.
Okay, so as we resume play, it will be 2nd down and 31 for the Mounties. They're going to send 4 receivers to the left side of the formation. Regan drops back. Now he's going to roll out.
Good job. You got to get him down.
Missed him. And Regan, it actually was a good job of containment, but Regan once again with his best Harry Houdini impression.
John, he was slow getting up that time. 3rd and now 22.
Good shot by our camera crew right there.
And Lindsey up in the backfield with him.
Okay. 3rd and 22. Braxton Lindsey in the backfield. He's going to swing out to his right. And Regan is looking to throw. He's looking downfield. And that is going to be knocked away.
Tristan Brown,
number 15 there on the coverage. Great coverage. And that will bring up 4th down and 22.
And they have to go for it down 22,
they're down
John.
22 points. They have to go for it.
Yep.
All I know is you better have about 3 guys on number 14, Braxton Lindsey. Hey, and watch Rogers maybe coming back to that little play where they roll Regan, put Lindsey out in front of him. See if they'll come back to that. Now, Regan drops back. He's looking for
Jonah
Lindsey.
missed him.
Now he's going to carry it.
But he's got a long, and he slips, so turnover on down.
Did he slip or slide?
No, he slipped, John. He was trying to stop and make a cut. But he's going to come up 10 yards short there.
10 yards short of the 1st down. It will be a turnover on downs back to the Bentonville Tigers.
Jonah, John, had him on the delayed blitz there and just ran right by him, not able to wrap up. But hey, offense, John, let's have another drive here. Their defense had a little bit of break there, but like I said, they're playing a lot of guys both ways. I still see lots of hands on hips out there. Bentonville needs to put together a nice long drive here and put another one in the end zone.
Trevor Grant now gets set to take the snap. Give goes to Ficklin over the left side. And Ficklin's going to pick up close to 5 yards right there.
Yeah.
And then Donnie, we all saw this in the first half. Those yards just weren't there in the first half. But he's picking them up in chunks right now. Second down and 5. Ball will be spotted on the Tiger 43-yard line.
And Bentonville will not be in a hurry to snap this series.
Absolutely not. Tigers moving toward the north end zone here at Tiger Stadium. Grant hands once again to Ficklin. Ficklin just making his way. He's got the line to gain. He's going to have the 1st down. And there's not a person in the stadium that didn't know that number 0 was going to get the ball, including Rogers, and they still couldn't stop him from getting the 1st down. You can hear our PA announcer, Ray Mayer, does a great job. The 1st down Tigers. Under 10 minutes left to go in the ball game. Bentonville 1st and 10 from their own 49. Grant, give once again goes to Chris.
And John, he kind of slipped there. I think he'd have busted that one for a much bigger gain.
You saw exactly what I saw, Donnie. And it would not surprise me, although you got to think Rogers at some point is going to sell out, but it wouldn't surprise me that Chris breaks a long one here pretty soon. .15 on the play clock. Man now comes in motion. That's Blair Irvin III. Grant is going to roll to his left, throw out to Blair from the third. Kind of short arm that one.
Yeah, short hopped to Blair. And John, those are just short running plays. You complete it, you can keep the clock running, but that you throw it in completion now, that clock is stopped.
9 minutes, 4 seconds left to go in the ball game.
Well, now do you try to run it again here and get the clock going again, or throw it to get that first down?
I think you try to get the first down, Donnie. You're playing to win. So I think it'll be a play action. Play action.
Nope, he gave it to Chris.
He did give it to Chris. Okay, and Ficklen,
what a
looky
run.
there. Looky there. Oh, I tell you what, Don, just when I think I know something, I then realize how much I don't know.
Well, and there wasn't anything there initially, John. Chris just did a good job of being patient, found Rogers over pursuit, and cut back on him for another big run and the first down. Clock rolling, Bentonville in control of the ball still.
Love it. Clock rolling inside of 9 minutes. And Donnie, this is the drive right here. Bentonville finished this one out. I think at this point it'll be academic, but they got to finish right here. Grant keeps it himself over the right side now. He's going to reverse field, and Trevor Grant now is going to slide down. Tell you, I think that's a good decision by Trevor. You know, we've seen him take on contact and all that, but right now he's playing well, and man, we don't need him banged up right now, or any time for that matter.
Right.
Loss of 3 on the play. It'll be second down and 13. Give goes to Chris. Chris going to find some running room. Oh, he's inside the 30. They're going to give him forward progress down to the 28.
Once again, John, a little shoestring tackle there away from a bigger gain.
And that'll bring up third down, call it 5 for the Tigers.
Some other scores here. Fayetteville leads Springdale 34-14 in the Battle of the Bulldogs. No update on West and Heritage or Northside and Harbor. No scores have been posted for those.
Okay, here we go, 3rd and 5, and
number 11, Dunn, flinched, John.
Oh, no.
They're going to get him for...
That'll back it up 5. So false start called on the Tigers. Donnie, how about the job of the Bentonville defense in this second half?
Right, only have allowed 1 touchdown. Came up with 3 and out, and then 2 turnovers to get Bentonville that bigger lead, that cushion.
Okay, 3rd and 10. Grant, play action. Oh, throws it behind the intended receiver, Conrad Schmidt. And that is going to bring up 4th down. Ball is at the 33-yard line. This would be a 50-yard field goal attempt.
We're not
into the wind.
Yeah, I think he's going to leave the offense out there. John, he had Conrad on the slant, just threw it a little bit behind him.
Yeah, this is one of these situations, probably too short to punt it, too long to try a field goal. Take your chances on 4th and 10. Empty set for Trevor Grant. He drops back. He's going to throw over the middle. He's got a man.
Touchdown.
Touchdown, Bentonville. Conrad Schmidt.
Well, there you go, John. Instead of just going for the first down, let's just go ahead and get the touchdown.
Hey, take a shot.
Right.
Take a shot.
Take a shot on 4th down and 10. Woo.
Donnie, how about these Bentonville Tigers? You know, the thing I love about this team, Donnie, is you can see them every week getting better and better and better.
And John, we've talked about it. I go back to the fact that we played the hardest non-conference schedule in the state.
All right, 56-27. We'll be back in a moment on GoBentonvilleTigers.com.
Jack Links presents Messin' with Sasquatch.
Hey! Woo! Oh, missed me.
Jack Links Jerky. Feed your wild side.
Okay, welcome back here to Bentonville. Love it, Donnie. That's the Tiger student section, dressed in mock the Mountie blue. It's a great day to be a Tiger, and it is a great Friday evening to be a Tiger here in Bentonville.
Looking over, John, Rogers had a full stand when that game started. They're starting to empty out on the Rogers side a little bit. John, this Rogers team, though, is one of the most impressive Mountie teams we've seen.
It really is.
In the last several years.
And Donnie, after the kick here, I'll tell you something, it's kind of scary. Short kick's going to be taken at about the 30-yard line. Good coverage by Bentonville. You know, Jeff Regan, which has really been impressive tonight, he's a junior.
Yeah, he'll be back.
He'll be back next year. And I'll tell you what, that young man has been impressive tonight.
Also, Braxton Lindsay, only a junior.
Wow.
So they're returning their offense. Well, from what we've seen in this game, their entire offense is coming back next year.
Okay, it'll be Rogers Mounties 1st and 10 from their own 31. 6 minutes, 26 seconds left to go in the ball game. Bentonville now in command, up 56-27. Regan will send 3 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. He takes a snap, looks to throw to his left, he fires, and that is incomplete. Pass was intended for number 6, Cooper Daniel. Or maybe Drayson Vogt, maybe that was number 2.
Number 2,
yeah. I'm sorry, Drayson Vogt.
Tried to hit him on a slant, but it was not a very accurate pass. John, we talked about it. Regan, he's actually appears to be more accurate passing when he's on the move. When he's just set in the pocket, that's when he threw the interceptions, and some of his pocket passes haven't been very good. But when he's moving, he is really accurate.
Same formation as Regan drops back, looks to his left, fires complete, and catch made that time by Drayson Vogt. Parker Schatzman, first Tiger in on the stop. Well, Parker Schatzman has played well the last few weeks. Third down and short now for Rogers. Regan, low snap, takes it. He's rolling to his left, out back to his right, and finds a receiver. That is Drayson Vogt once again.
John, yeah, it's hard to cover that long, but great job there on that pass rush containing. He wanted to take off and run, but he couldn't. Got an update here. Northside and Harbor are tied at 14. West is beating Heritage 35-14.
1st and 10, Rogers. Quad receivers to the left. Regan now, he's being pressured, and he's going to throw out complete to number 9. That's Aiden Eikenberry. There you see it once again, Donnie. Once he gets out of that pocket, that's where he's most dangerous.
Yeah, that pass was right on the money, and he was on the run and hit the guy in stride.
Mounties now have the ball at the Tiger 38-yard line. 1st and 10. Regan looking, throws to his left. He's got a man, and that is complete to Braxton Lindsay. Touchdown, Rogers.
He reached out with one hand, John, and somehow caught that ball and stayed in bounds.
And it looks like Lindsay, he's shaken up. And he's up on his feet, but yeah, he is walking gingerly. But yeah, Donnie, spectacular catch by Braxton Lindsay.
because coverage was tight, and he just reached out with one hand and somehow snagged that ball.
You honestly couldn't have covered him any better than that. It was just a good throw and a fantastic catch. So Benson Ashley on now to attempt the point after.
And another onside kick will be coming.
Kick is up, and it's good. So with 5 minutes, 30 seconds left to go in the ball game, our score, Bentonville 56, Rogers 35. Back in a moment on GoBentonvilleTigers.com.
Jack Links presents Messin' with Sasquatch.
Oh, look who it is. Mr. Sasquatch. Miss me. That's my truck.
Jack Links Jerky. Feed your wild side.
We welcome you back. Appreciate all of you watching tonight on GoBentonvilleTigers.com. John McElroy, Donnie Payne. The Bentonville Tigers with a big second half, up 56-34 over the Rogers Mounties. And Donnie, we're going to see the onside kick once again. Rogers was successful on this just a little while ago. So hopefully Bentonville can follow
short a
this
player.
one.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, we only got 10 out there.
And, yep, there comes John Eggleston onto the field to round out the 11.
So it's going to come to the right side here most likely. Fall on it. Good job. Who is that?
Yeah, let's see if we can see that in our monitor right there. That is
That's
number
Cam.
2,
Yeah.
Cameron Thornton Meade. Alertly getting on the ball, and Bentonville's going to have it 1st and 10 with 5 minutes, 26 seconds left to play in the ball game. And Donnie, as long as Bentonville can hold on to the football and make a few first downs, this one is going to be in the books.
Steady diet of Chris Ficklin probably.
Okay. Ficklin set up in the offset pistol behind Trevor Grant. Give goes to Ficklin. Ficklin bounces it out, now cuts back in. He's going to cross midfield, and he'll be inside of Mountie territory. Nice pickup on 1st down by Chris Ficklin.
Yeah, Rogers not going to use their timeouts here, John. That's almost like waving the white flag.
Rogers has got all 3, but it'll be 2nd down and 5 as we're inside of 5 minutes now left to go in the ball game.
And Bentonville in no hurry to break the huddle.
They're going to take every bit of time. 13 on the play clock. Give goes to Chris. Chris still fighting for yardage, and it'll be about 3 or 4 Mounties on him. Takes 3 or 4 to get him down. Tell you what, I'd like to see him getting up quick.
Need to get 3 here, John.
So 3rd down and 3 for Bentonville. Now, Donnie, it wouldn't surprise me if they fake to Chris and let Trevor keep it. Well, here we go on 3rd and 3 now. Give goes to Chris over the right side. He's got the
Good
first
cut.
down. Nice job. Good shot there, Chris Ficklin. 5-yard pickup, 1st and 10 Bentonville.
Just got a text from longtime colleague now over at Rogers. But he's giving us an update on the Arkansas KU basketball game. Arkansas up 56-38 in the 3rd quarter over Kansas.
Well, Jeff Hagers.
Jeff Hagers, thanks for the score update if you're listening to us.
Appreciate it, Jeff. You know, we started broadcasting Bentonville football with Jeff a long time ago. Good fella. Chris Ficklin on the carry. He'll be stopped for maybe a yard. Yeah, they're going to give him a yard. 2nd down and 9. Troy Chandler in on the stop for the Mounties. Hey, we got a minute. I'd like to thank our live stream crew tonight. Jasna Edwin, Nadia Nair, Varsh Ranganathra, Paloma Rosso, Adeline Bassett, Gabriel Harris, Chloe Comstock, Nadia Clark up here running the show tonight, and our sideline reporter, Megan Verkamp. Appreciate the hard work of these young people. They do a great job each and every Friday night for us. Second 9, Ficklin gets the carry. He'll keep pushing the pile. He gets inside, just short of the 35-yard line, and that'll bring up 3rd down and 4.
Two minutes. John, Rogers, this is the point you would have been using your timeouts if you were going to try to extend this game. Rogers is not trying to extend the game here.
Yeah. So Rogers, they're going to fall. They'll have 2 conference losses. And they'll fall to 3-2 in conference play. As Chris Ficklin gets the carry once again, still on his feet. And the Bentonville Tigers are going to go to 5-0 in 7A West Conference play. 5-3 overall in the season. Donnie, we were talking just a little bit ago about, once again, and we've said this numerous times, but Bentonville played an incredibly tough non-conference schedule. Tulsa Union, a Conway team that has, just lit it up this season, and then traveled up to Lee Summit North, Missouri to play a very good Lee Summit North team, and went 0-3 in that stretch. And,
right.
Again, and victory formation for the Tigers. Again, people talking, well, what's wrong with Bentonville? Well, there was nothing wrong. Nothing wrong with Bentonville. I mean, this team wants to be tested, know what to work on, and we're seeing that right now pay off as Bentonville goes through this conference schedule. And hats off, give a lot of credit to this Rogers team tonight. Very good football team. Knew this one was going to be tough, but in the end, the Tigers made the adjustments they needed to, made the plays, and they're going to go 5-0 in 7A West Conference play. Trevor Grant takes a knee, and Donnie, the final 30 seconds are going to roll off the clock, and the teams are going to meet at midfield. And what a night to be a Bentonville Tiger, as Bentonville will defeat the Rogers Mounties by a final score of 56-34. As we see the teams meet there at midfield, Donnie, let's get your final thoughts on tonight's ball game.
Well, John, that first half could not have been any closer. 28-20 at halftime. Bentonville made the adjustments. 3 and out to start the third quarter. Scored a quick touchdown, 2 interceptions on back-to-back drives. Put both those in the end zone, and you started kind of see the Rogers team. Now, give Rogers credit. They hit that quick touchdown, recovered the onside kick. Looked like they had something going, but that bad snap way over the head there, and that took them out of that drive. And Bentonville able to salt it away there with the drive there in the fourth quarter, picking up the first downs they needed to get into victory formation. Overall, great performance offensively and a really good performance in the second half. They kept Regan and Lindsay in check most of that second half, John.
All right. Thank you so much, Donnie Payne. Great commentary tonight, and a big night for the Bentonville Tigers as they go to 5-0 in 7A West Conference play, with 2 conference games remaining in the season. And just a programming note, next week the Bentonville Tigers will take to the road once again as they travel to Springdale, Arkansas to take on the Springdale Bulldogs. we're going to be there. We'll have it for you live next Friday night beginning at 6:45 with the Bentonville Tiger pregame show. And we'll bring you Bentonville versus Springdale live from Springdale next Friday night. Well, folks, it's been fun tonight. The Bentonville Tigers with a big win, 56-34. That's going to do it for this broadcast of Bentonville Tiger football. So until next time, for my broadcast partner, I'm John McElroy saying